This is a presentation of the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Any other use of this telecast or any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the Oklahoma Sports Network's consent is prohibited. It may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be used without express written consent.
It's another beautiful Friday night in Oklahoma, a beautiful Friday night for some football, and we have just that coming for you live from Halliburton Stadium in Duncan, Oklahoma. It's another District 5A1 matchup between the unbeaten and fourth-ranked Elgin Owls and the Duncan Demons. You're watching this on Oklahoma Sports Network. I'm Glenn Brockenbush, joined as always by Vincent Saylor. We've got our great producer, Clay Underhill, and with us in the booth tonight, because we didn't have anywhere to put her outside, is Sadie Hightower, our camera operator. Vincent, it is kind of the home stretch of the football season as we are getting ready for last 3 games of the season. This is kind of going to be statements, and also questions are about to be answered. We saw some big games last night, some big statement wins last night. We'll talk a little bit about that in 5A. But Elgin, what kind of statement can they make tonight?
Well, right now, we're the only undefeated team in District 5A1, so obviously we control our own destiny to potentially get that district championship, and then that also gives us the opportunity to host that first-round playoff game and maybe even a second-round playoff game. So a lot to play for here tonight. Obviously got some big ones coming up next week against MacArthur and then down the road against Midwest City to end the season. But obviously got to take care of business tonight against a decent Duncan Demon football team. And like I said, want to come out, get out to a fast start and see if we can put this one away. And like I said, move on into that big game next week, senior night against MacArthur. It's
going to be pretty weather from all we can tell. It is a little warm as we will talk on our countdown to kickoff, brought to you by Hillary Communications, always innovating because every community matters, providing top-quality telephone and internet service. Visit their website, hillary.com, HILLIARY.com. We will be back after this to talk more Elgin Owls football. You're watching Elgin football on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Come see us today at Wichita Furniture, where for a limited time we are having 50% off all living room furniture. That's right, all living room furniture is 50% off MSRP. So come in today and take advantage of this awesome deal. Wichita Furniture, off the corner of Cash Road and Fort Sill Boulevard.
Are you ready for a debit card? Well, this card is more than you may realize. It's a reward-earning, style-affirming, money-managing, do-it-all debit card, like a key to the world. It's the Pay Me debit card from Communication Federal. Our Pay Me account pays you real cash that adds up fast, earning rewards when you use your card. So get a free Pay Me debit card today. It's secure shopping and payment power online or in stores. Sounds like you're ready. Communication Federal Credit Union.
4D Landscaping and Irrigation has been providing top-rated professional landscape and irrigation services for the past 25 years. They take your vision for that perfect landscaping project for your home, new construction, or business and make it a reality with their easy financing options. You'll want to make sure to ask them about their seasonal services too. 4D Landscaping and Irrigation. Call 510-9983.
Here at Classic Lawton Chevrolet, we love our community and we want to show our appreciation.
We offer savings for military, first responders, college students, and educators, giving back to those who give everything they've got.
What's in your driveway? You don't have to come onto the lot. We'll bring it to you.
Get a 360-degree view and video summary of every vehicle. Top dollar for your trade and even get pre-approved. ClassicChevyNation.com.
What's in your driveway?
Enjoy the difference.
comes to your home, you need someone that you can trust to keep it safe and protected for you and your family.
Vesta Foundation Solutions is your local, family-owned company that has helped many homeowners fix and protect their homes.
Our engineered solutions can take care of all of your foundation repair, basement waterproofing, concrete leveling, and dirt crawl space repair needs.
We take pride in getting the job done right, and you'll always be protected with up to a 75-year warranty.
Contact us today for a free estimate.
They say the best way to be a good neighbor is to know your neighbors and give a little help when they need it. And when you need a little, you can find help at Ace Hardware in Elgin. Not only do they offer everything from grills to flowers, paint, hardware, and tools, they offer experience to help guide you through the process. And they're happy to take the time to make sure you can do it right. Ace Hardware of Elgin. They're more than just a hardware store. They're your neighbors. Ace Hardware, 7796 Highway 277 in Elgin.
Are you ready to find your dream home?
Let's find it together.
We can help you find that perfect home and walk you through the buying process.
Or maybe you just want to sell your home. We can help with that too.
Hi, I'm Pam.
And I'm Barry. We've been helping buyers and sellers for 21 years.
Together, we could help you sell your home.
We're not bragging, we're just applying for a job.
Arrow Sign Company has been serving Oklahoma and surrounding states for over 60 years. As a family-owned business, our focus has always been on driving people to your door, not just selling you a sign. From custom sign design and manufacturing to installation and service, Arrow Sign has the knowledge and experience to deliver the ideal sign for you while using materials of the highest quality to ensure that your sign will look great for years and years to come. We design and manufacture our signs for longevity, so you get the greatest return on investment possible. Arrow Sign Company, helping your business thrive since 1955.
Goodbye, paperwork. Hello, convenience. Farewell, waiting. Hello, personal service. Catch you later, dreaming. Hello, planning. Buy your dream home, connect with a personal banker, and easily schedule an appointment with digital tools from Arvest Bank. Goodbye limits, hello possibilities.
At Miller Noble Heating and Air Conditioning, we offer preventive maintenance agreements, summer tune-ups, and service calls. During the summer, when your air conditioner breaks, you have to give us a call. Well, with preventive maintenance agreements, it prevents that. We go out, service the air conditioners, and prep them so they don't fail on you in the peak time of the year. The U.S. Department of Energy states that you can save up to 30% of your utility bill by having your system properly maintained.
Back live from Halliburton Stadium in Duncan, where Elgin is going to play the Duncan Demons tonight. You're watching our Hillary Communications countdown to kickoff on the Oklahoma Sports Network. I'm Glenn Brockenbush, joined by Vincent Saylor. So last week, a lot of pomp and circumstance surrounding Matt Lund preparing to and then proceeding to break the all-time rushing yardage record for the program of Elgin football. That said and done, it feels almost like perfect timing because now you can really – you don't have that distraction kind of hanging over you. And I mean, look, first and foremost, I think we're all so proud of Matt, and that's an amazing accomplishment. But also, that was kind of the number one talking point prior to that game against Noble. Rather than beating Noble, it was like, is Matt going to get the record tonight? And I feel like now you can kind of just focus on the basics.
Yeah, it was something we talked about from the beginning of the season. Coming into the season, we knew he was about 900 and something yards short of that record, so it was something that we kind of kept track of all year leading up to that point. So congratulations to him for finally overtaking the record, and now he's kind of about 100 yards ahead of it, I guess you could say. So getting closer to that 5,000 number, so that's another number we'll keep an eye on throughout the rest of the season and into hopefully the playoffs. But, yeah, at the end of the day, I mean, we're still 7-0 right now. We still, like I said, we're the only undefeated team in District 5A1, so that way we control our own destiny. I mean, we can take care of business these next 3 weeks. That gets us in an undefeated regular season. Not sure if that's ever happened before. Gets us obviously our first 5A district title. So there's a lot of things to play, and so there's a lot of things to look forward to, and there's a lot of things to play for still. So it'll be interesting to see how they come out tonight. Like I said, one that on paper you probably should win, and I think that we're confident in saying that. But that's why they play the game. So there's a lot of things that we got to take care of tonight to make sure that we're not looking ahead and that we don't slip up to a team that's capable. I mean, they've got some very good athletes on the outside. You're going to see number 13, Coots, who was their quarterback last year. He kind of lines up all over the field. And then number 3, Sawyer Rice, who's their quarterback sometimes, but also kind of a deep returner. I mean, very, very, very good athlete. So look for him to kind of do some good things on their side of the ball as well. So, like I said, it's a tough task tonight. One we should be able to walk away with a victory, but got to make sure that we handle our business. And the biggest thing is to get off to a good start. Yeah, you mentioned all the accomplishments and all of the kind of watermarks that not just Matt but this team are potentially approaching. I was asked by somebody this week, when was the last time Elgin did this? When was the last time Elgin did that? And I'm like, I'm not from here. I don't know. I will try to find out. So do we know when the last time or if Elgin has won its district before? I'm not 100% sure of that. Well, I'll find out from Coach Wyatt this week. I believe they won it once or twice, but don't quote me on that. I talked to Mike Keybone recently, and he said there was a really good team, I believe, in the late 80s that was pretty good, and some teams in the late 60s and 70s perhaps, but I'm not sure. We'll find that out. We'll find that out for sure. The biggest and awesomest, and that's not even a word, but I'm going to make it one tonight. I'll allow it as a journalist. We're going to allow it. Yeah. So the greatest stat that we have currently, we're 7 games into the season, and this is from David Dillingham himself, the stat extraordinaire. 18 Owls have scored in 17 games. Wow. That's a lot of players have scored touchdowns. And we're talking about receiving different people that cross the goal line. Cross the goal line. So that's obviously wild. Shea got the defensive pick last week, so he added to that number. And the only one one of the ones that's kind of surprising hasn't scored a touchdown yet. Obviously, he's thrown 21 touchdowns, but Trace has not gotten in the end zone. Trace Laura, yeah. So maybe he can push that number to 19 tonight. Something tells me that Trace Laura, especially being a coach's son, not too concerned about whether he gets in on that mark. No, probably not. I think as long as they win, but I'm perfectly fine with his 21 touchdowns and 2 interceptions. Sure, yeah. Duncan is a team that Elgin had played before, kind of in some non-district stuff, but now that they are district opponents, we got Matt Terry, who is in his first year as head coach for the Demons, retained a lot of the same coaching staff from last year, and this is a team that's still looking for a win, and they lost last week to Altus, kind of shocking, but you look at the teams that they played in their non-district. I mean, going to be one of the toughest non-districts that we've seen. They played Lawton High, played them very tough. We played them in overtime. And then they proceeded to lose to Guthrie, which we have learned to we have obviously since learned no shame in that whatsoever. Guthrie, of course, taking Carl Albert to the brink last night. And then they lost to Piedmont, lost to MacArthur, Midwest City, Noble, Altus, and then they finish up after this with El Reno and Ardmore. So a tough year for the Demons so far, but Matt Terry has obviously proven himself as a coach before. He has the capability of turning this program around. As you mentioned, Chris Couts, number 13, was their quarterback last year. A big, just a big horse of a man. Yeah. And who I remember people saying last year as he ran players over in a game that I covered, why don't they just move him to running back? And that's exactly what they did. And Sawyer Rice, as a sophomore, has come in and been a pretty darn good quarterback for them. They're going to be a team that spreads it out a little bit, kind of like what Noble did, and going to be really interesting to see kind of how this Elgin defense that's without a couple of players, and we'll talk a little bit about that, how they kind of respond secondary-wise and kind of on the outside. Yeah, it'll be a great matchup. We'll talk about it during Keys to the Game, kind of how we match up against those guys. And like you said, Couts and Sawyer are very good football players, so it's going to be tough on the defensive side to get those guys to the ground. But we'll talk about that as we move forward in the pregame show here on Keys to the Game and things like that. And with that, we are going to throw it to break. We will be back after this. You're watching Elgin Now Football on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Are you looking for more than just a job? Barres Foods in Lawton offers a career with a competitive starting wage, opportunity for advancement, life and health insurance, including medical, dental, and vision, as well as 401k retirement plan. At Barres, you can be proud of a company that gives back to the community. But most of all, you can take pride from making a quality product. Barres Foods, making the best tasting hot dogs and smoked sausages, the food America likes to eat. So come be a part of a winning team and start your path to success today.
Becker Raybon Funeral Home has been serving the funeral needs of Southwest Oklahoma since 1940 and is owned by the Raybon family. We believe family ownership makes a great difference in the care and service your family receives. Their staff is eager to find ways to assist you. Whether it's with live streaming or benefit assistance, we can help. When it comes to measuring personal levels of service, there are other funeral homes, and then there is ours. Becker Raybon Funeral Home, 1502 Fort Sill Boulevard.
Bank First is uniquely Oklahoman, deeply rooted in over 50 communities statewide. From those roots, our investment in education springs forth, helping to raise the Oklahoma leaders of tomorrow while providing financial strength to the business leaders of today. That's the kind of loyalty that helps entire communities thrive. Bank First. Loyal to Oklahoma. Loyal to you.
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. And finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed. Because your success is our success.
Scott's House of Flowers in Elgin has been proud to serve Elgin and the surrounding area with a wide variety of flowers and gifts for all occasions. Come see them for great gift ideas, including the exclusive Tyler candles. And who couldn't resist Sweet Shop USA, featuring handmade grand truffles. Scott's House of Flowers, just off Highway 277 in Elgin. Delivery available, or stop by for easy pickup. Phone 492-4880. Scott's House of Flowers.
At Firehouse Subs, a portion of every purchase helps provide life-saving equipment to first responders across the country. So at Firehouse Subs, we don't just make subs, we make subs that are big, bold, and craveable. We make our subs differently because our subs make a difference. Whether you order online or on our app, Firehouse Subs Rapid Rescue to Go will have your subs boxed, bagged, and ready for pickup. Firehouse Subs. Enjoy more subs, save more lives.
College is about more than just a degree.
It's a journey that will shape your future and change your life. That's why MSU Texas provides a place to find your passion,
to connect with others,
and discover who you truly are.
We're dedicated to providing a well-rounded education that prepares you for a variety of careers.
You'll have everything you need to pursue your dreams at MSU Texas.
Start your journey. For more information, visit msutexas.edu.
Welcome back on our Hillary Countdown to Kickoff on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Elgin getting ready to take on Duncan, and we're going to take a look at our starting lineups. Brought to you by the Orchard Group, Morgan Stanley, Smith Barney LLC, 580-354-7475. The key to financial success is taking care of your family tree. For more information, visit their team website, Morgan Stanley, Smith Barney LLC, member SIPC. So, the starting lineups, pretty much the same as before. As we mentioned, Trace Laura, the quarterback, having an outstanding season. I believe 21 or 22 touchdowns, just 2 interceptions.
Yeah, 21 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. He's over close to 1,200 yards on the year, and he's completing 72.4% of his passes. Obviously, Matt Lund, everything kind of starts with him in the running game. Matt's finally got that record last week, so we're happy for him. Brody Morrison at one of those slot positions has done a good job all year, kind of filling in there with 9 catches for 175 yards and 2 touchdowns. Michael Adesola also on the outside receiver spot. You've got Trey Crabtree also. He's leading the team with 13 catches for 343 yards and 4 touchdowns. Matt Lund actually is leading the touchdown and leading the team in receiving touchdowns with 5 as well. Adam Eaton doing a good job filling in at that tight end spot. We've also got Jace Williams at left tackle. Reading it as it goes here. Keith Ferguson at that left guard.
Yeah, as a Dallas Cowboy fan, I like to think of them as the Tyron Smith and Zach Martin of the team. And then, of course,
Carson Hitt. Doing a great job at center. Doing, like I said, Shea Spencer at that right tackle. And then also the freshman. Last one there. Hudson Beckley. Doing a great job as a freshman. Like
Absolutely.
The offensive line has really done a great job all year, and obviously everybody starts with head coach Chalmer Wyatt. Offense is led by offensive coordinator Adam Castro. The defense is led by defensive coordinator Jack Baker. Got Jack Angeli, Jace Williams, and Shea Spencer holding down that front 3 spot. Followed in the back by, you've got Ritson Meyer and Colin Donnelly as those 2 inside backers. Tonight, Peyton Christensen is out tonight with a little bit of a tweak. Should be back next week with no problem. So look for Dylan Brown to fill in there. Maybe some of Braxton Antuna as well. And then the other outside linebacker, you've got Andre Crabtree. And then obviously at the corners positions, you got both Adesola brothers, Josh at one corner and Michael Adesola at the other corner. And then you've got the safeties back there who've done a great job all year, Hunter Jackson and Brody Morrison, kind of manning that back end. So good job. Defense has done a great job all year. I mean, when you look at the points given up, I mean, a lot of them are coming late in ball games. So when you actually look at it, I mean, in the first half, we took about maybe 14, 21 points given up in the first half all year. So you got to really give credit to that defense and Coach Jack Baker on what they're doing. Offense kind of gets all the bells and whistles and things like that and gets all the publicity, but the defense is really keeping us in a lot of ball games and kind of the strength of our team right now.
Yeah, everybody talks about Guthrie and for good reason in terms of what their defense had done up to last night. If you take away, like you said, some of those, you don't want to call it garbage time, but some of those late touchdowns that were scored on the second team in the defense, maybe people are talking about that Elgin defense in a similar fashion. So that's your starting lineup brought to you by the Orchard Group. And with that, we are going to come back after this. You're watching Elgin Out Football on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Scooters Coffee, world-class coffee rooted in quality, with 2 locations to serve you in Lawton and Elgin. Wake up to the amazing aroma of quality, from their hot and iced drinks to blenders, smoothies, teas, to even their great food delights. Or why not try their at-home coffees or coffee on the go? Locally owned and operated, Scooters in Lawton and Elgin. Scooters, rooted in quality.
It's real red wine vinegar and olive oil blend. It's called the Juice. And at Jersey Mike's, it adds that jazz to your sub. Add a flavor zing with the Juice. Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
Step into the best chapter of your life, one with rheumatology care from a provider who focuses on your well-being and getting you back to what matters most. Dr. Shahzad is dedicated to building long-lasting relationships based on trust and medical integrity with every single patient. Schedule your telemedicine appointment today. Don't let rheumatoid arthritis or other inflammatory conditions stop you from enjoying life. MMG, the power of many for the benefit of one.
When it comes to your health, you want and deserve the best. You want a hospital with the highest quality scores in the region and one that provides safe, excellent care. Southwestern Medical Center has been a part of this community for 115 years and has a history of delivering compassionate, skilled healthcare to Lawton and Fort Sill. Choose the hospital that has always put the health of this community first. Southwestern Medical Center. Be well. Live well. That's why we're here.
All right, we are back at Halliburton Stadium in Duncan, where Elgin and Duncan are about to square off. This coin toss brought to you by R&J Motors. Is your vehicle not working right and you want the best engine repair? Call R&J Motors, 8023 Oklahoma 17, and Elgin phone number is 580-492-5900. Basically the same captains that we've seen with, of course, our practice player of the week.
Yeah, practice player of the week is number 30. I think that's David Cordoza, if I'm No, I think that was last week's.
That was last week. This week is
that's Gage Elam.
Yes.
Yep, Gage Elam. And then Trey Crabtree was the coach's pick this week for that fourth captain. Our all-time captains, or this year's captains, are 55 Keith Ferguson, number 9 Matt Lund, and number 4 Michael Adisola.
And for Duncan, they have a whole mess of players out there. I'm not going to name all of them, but Cooper Kelly, number 4. Looks like number 41 is Nathaniel Miles. Number 56 is Caden Cogburn. And trying to see who that last one is. Oh, that's number 24. That is going to be Preston Brule.
Yeah, it looks like the Duncan Demons won the toss. Kind of made a little bit of a mistake there, but ended up fixing it and going to receive the ball. So we're going to start with our defense on the field first.
Duncan wearing their black uniforms with black pants and their red helmets. Elgin going with the all-white look underneath their red helmets tonight.
Pink out night.
Yes.
Just got word that last district championship potentially was in 1987.
Okay.
So
I remember it fondly.
I was 5.
Okay, well.
So I'm probably the only one in this booth that was born.
You said it. I didn't have to. I mean, I don't even think my parents were together at that point.
But this week's Black Flag bearer is Jace Williams leading the team out. Here comes your Elgin Owls.
Well deserved of the no quarter flag is Jason. That defensive line did a great job last week against Noble.
Congratulations to the offensive line as well, named
absolutely
Elgin offensive players of the week.
Speaking of players of the week, reminder that Oklahoma Sports Network, we nominate our own players of the week each week. Nominate yours. Let us know on social media who you think should be a player of the week candidate, and then we will have a poll up, and you can vote for that. We do it for both our Western and Eastern players. And then our keys to the game. What are going to be kind of the keys to the game?
Yeah, talking to Coach Wyatt this week on the defensive side of the ball, it's going to be to identify the formation. They run a lot of different formations, a lot of different personnel groups. So they'll go from 2 tight end sets to 5 receivers. So identify the formation and then find where number 13 is on the field. We're going to have to do a good job of tackling him. Like I said, you'll see him carry the ball a decent amount tonight. He's a big, strong running back. But he also plays some tight end. We'll also line up at some quarterback and do some different things there. So we've got to identify where he is on the field. And then we've got to contain number 3. Sawyer Rice is kind of a sophomore quarterback, probably their quarterback of the future, plays a decent amount of quarterback, but also is their deep returner. So it shows that type of athletic ability he has. So on the defense, we've got to tackle 13 and contain number 3. As far as the offensive side of the ball goes, we just got to come out hot and attack early. We want to get the ball in space to our playmakers like we've been doing all year. And we want to continue to be multiple, but through simplicity, and see if we can get this one started early with a big run or a big pass early on in the game. And that is your keys to the game, brought to you by Coach Chalmer Wyatt. Get to talk to him a couple times during the week to kind of figure out what the game plan is and things like that, and does a great job of allowing us access to the team and kind of their thought process of what's going to happen in these games leading up to the week.
If you're watching us, we want to thank you. Whether you're watching on the app, on our website, or on YouTube.
Roku, Fire Stick, wherever. You can find us just about everywhere.
Yeah, our app is free. Don't be afraid to download it. Nothing malicious there. As we still see the pinkish smoke from, I guess, the flares. So don't adjust your camera. That's fine. Speaking of cameras, a reminder that we do not have a scoreboard cam this week because of the way that it's configured with the press box here. We didn't really have an opportunity to do that. We will try and keep you abreast of the time, down, and distance throughout the game best as we can. So
Sadie is also in here with us, so if you happen to see us in the reflection, we'll wave at you accordingly. But hopefully we'll keep the lights out and we won't have any issues there.
That's outside. I was like, speaking of glass, I thought I saw a bug in here, and no, it's on the outside. So, yeah, hoping the smoke can clear because this is distracting.
Well, it's only right there in the middle, kind of by the D. So I think once we get the
kickoff, maybe we'll be okay.
We should be good to go.
Speaking of kickoff, Who's our kickoff brought to you by, Vincent?
It's always brought to you by Wayne's Drive-In.
Absolutely. Burgers, baskets, cherry limeades, Jolly Pops, and banana shakes, my wife's favorite. And come on, everybody.
Let's
go to
Wayne's.
Gabe Dittmeyer, kick it off for us, baby.
Get Week 8 started here.
It's going to be received at about the 12-yard line. It's going to be taken to the 15 to the 20. Going to change direction a little bit and be brought down right about the 20-yard line. Looked like a couple different players were there, and it looked like 85 for Elgin. Perhaps made the tackle. I believe it's Jake Deal.
Yeah, great job there by the coverage team. Doing a good job all year. Staying in their lanes and making sure no big returns, and gets the defense on the field with a long way to go for the offense.
As we get ready for our first quarter, reminder that our first quarter sponsor is Vincent Sailor State Farm. Like a good neighbor, Vincent's there.
Yeah, come on, stop by, talk to us about insurance, talk to us about football, 580-699-2771.
Rice going to drop back, little shoulder fake, and it's going to be over the head of the receiver as well as Michael Adesola. That pass was intended, it looked like, for number 11, Sincere Young, who's going to be one of their top receivers tonight.
Yeah, great job by Mike right there of reading the hitch and go and not biting on the hitch and still staying over top of the receiver to force a second and long where we want to keep them all night.
So going to be 2nd and 10, 11:49 to go, just one play into this ball game. Duncan has the ball. He didn't see the snap. It goes over his head. There's a flag, and Sawyer Rice is going to cover it. We're going to see if there was any sort of illegal procedure or what happened there. It looked like he was calling out signals, and the ball just kind of went clear over his head.
Yeah, I think it's going to be an illegal procedure, so it's a penalty that we can decline. So I would assume that we will decline it, and that's going to be 3rd and super long.
Down at about the 3-yard line. Not ideal for the Demons, but pretty much all the doctor could have asked for Elgin this early.
Yeah, on a false start penalty, I mean, they'll stop the play dead, but on the legal procedure plays, they kind of let it play itself out to determine whether or not you want to accept or decline it. And what that legal procedure means is that multiple people were moving at the snap of the ball. Like I said, it didn't look like he was ready for that snap, and he decided, like I said, we're still calling out plays, and I guess the center heard something and snapped it back there, and that's why you kind of had multiple people kind of moving at the snap of the ball. And luckily for the Demons, it didn't go all the way back into the end zone.
And see, this is why we have you, Vincent, because I don't know if I knew all of that. And here comes Sawyer Rice on the keeper. He's going to find some room, and he's going to have quite a bit of room, actually, get close to that first down. I don't think he's going to quite get it. Or let's see here. Or actually near the original line of scrimmage, rather. Sorry, I just saw that marker, and after that many yards lost, it feels like that was long enough to get most first downs.
Well, and that's what we were talking about when we talk about contain him. I mean, he's a great athlete back there playing quarterback. Only a sophomore, so got a lot of football left to be played in his career. And like I said, one of the things we got to do is contain him because obviously you can see that he can run in the open field.
Good punt. Duncan has had good special teamers recent years and is pulled in by Brody a little, yeah.
Yeah, usually you don't want to catch the punts with just your hands there. You want to try and get under it. But the wind may have played a little bit of a factor there, but good job of securing the catch and getting decent field possession here for the offense.
So we're going to see that offense come out. Of course, as we said, led by Trace Laura, the junior quarterback, and Matthew Lund, who's got over 1,100 rushing yards on the season now and who has totaled, I believe, 18 total touchdowns on the year. And actually, Matthew Lund's not even going to be there in the backfield to start off.
No, he is.
Oh, he is. He's there as the quarterback. And with Ritson Meyer behind him, and the ball is going to be on the ground. And Matthew Lund's going to drop on top of it, but that looked kind of risky to begin with.
Yeah, last week we ran a little bit of that, that formation, kind of wildcat deal there. This time looked like we were going to run a quarterback sweep with Matt. Matt kind of took his eyes off of the snap, and luckily to fall back on top of it, so no harm, no foul, but it brings up a 2nd and long here.
And now we're going to see a more traditional-looking formation in terms of Elgin standards. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Laura's going to drop back. He's going to look to his right. He's going to look deep for Michael Adesola. Michael's got his man, and he's got the ball, and he's got a catch at the 11-yard line.
Yeah, great catch there by Mike. Good throw by Trace to air it out there on the deep ball. Just a straight 9 route, but, going to bring this one back as a penalty back. That's a tough one right there. But great catch by Mike, great concentration. Good coverage, but Mike was able to come down with it. But it looks like a personal foul here. Face mask,
and it's going to be against Elgin. Oh, that is just gut-wrenching. That makes your stomach hurt.
Yeah, I mean, just a straight go route right there. Haven't seen that much this year. Kind of throw the posts and some wheels and things like that on our deep balls, but good throw and catch, but all for naught because of the face mask.
So that's going to back him way back up. There's 9:58 to go in this first quarter, and that moves the ball all the way back to their 29. It's going to be 2nd and 27. So 3 receivers wide, 2 to the left, 1 to the right again. And they're going to they're going to call in an audible or a new play there, it looks like. Laura going to drop back. He's going to throw it deep again, and he's got Trayvon Crabtree. And he's going to go to the 10. That is an Elgin Owl touchdown.
Woo! Yeah, just a post route right there. Trey was able to get past the defender, and good throw by Trace to Trey, and brings in for a huge, huge long touchdown.
The only reason
Trace said, "Hey, Mike, I can do one better than you and get all the way to the end zone on my deep ball."
The only reason that I stopped myself for a minute, I wanted to make sure I had the right Crabtree because I think I misidentified them before. But Trayvon Crabtree with a long touchdown from the 29-yard line.
Yeah, just a great throw there by Trace.
The kick is up by Gabe Dittmeyer. The kick is good with 9:47 to go in our first quarter. Elgin strikes first. 7-0 our score over Duncan. You're watching Now Football on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Southwest Foot and Ankle Clinic has specialized in the medical and surgical treatment of the foot and ankle for the past 40 years. And they provide all treatments under one roof. From x-rays, radial pulse therapy treatment, to surgical treatments, all with one goal in mind: providing the highest quality medical care with good old-fashioned Oklahoma compassion. Call to set up an appointment today. Southwest Foot and Ankle, 580-357-8720.
Back live in Duncan, where Elgin is just taking the lead 7-0. Ready for another Wings Drive-In kickoff. 2 locations in Lawton. Go see them at either one. Come on, everybody, let's go to Wings. Gabe Dittmeyer going to kick it again. Little short kick, kind of end over end. It's going to be received at the 25, and he's going to be forced kind of out of bounds around the 30. You want to make sure that there's not a too late of a hit. That's always kind of a difficult deal where make sure if a player doesn't go down, you want to stop that momentum, but the ref isn't always going to call forward progress.
Right.
So,
no, good job there by the directional kick, and good job of the kick team to get down there quick. Matt Lund on the stop.
And not only has Elgin just taken the lead, but much to my chagrin, the Houston Astros just took the lead over my Texas Rangers. But Duncan going to get a penalty called dead ball foul.
Yeah, it looked like that outside tackle there kind of jumped right before, on the far side of the field, jumped before the snap. So that's going to bring up a first and fairly long, not where you want to start a drive.
So it's going to be at the 28-yard line, and it's going to be a high snap, handoff. No, it's going to be kept by Rice, and he's going to move toward the sideline. He's going to run out of bounds, as it looks like Crabtree and Jackson were chasing him down.
Yeah, good job of staying at home right there by both Andre, and Shea was out there as well. Like I said, you're going to see a lot of quarterback when he's back there, when Sawyer Rice is back there at quarterback, you see a lot of those kind of inside zone reads, and he's reading that outside, that whoever that outside defensive lineman is, and if he squeezes down, he's going to take it. If he doesn't, he's going to give it to the running back.
Rice going to scramble to his right, and he's going to throw it out of nowhere, basically, and there's a flag thrown. We'll see if that is going to be some sort of holding.
Yeah, just set up a quick little out route here to the 3 receiver side, but didn't like the way that they were lined up or something, so he decided to take off outside to the right where there was no receivers. And
it is going to be holding against the Demons.
It's going to push him back even further.
Well, if you're Duncan and you're looking for your first win of the season, I mean, it's a heck of a time to happen against a team that's, lost 0 games all year and is in the driver's seat to win the district. But also, you're not going to win games with 3 penalties in your first couple minutes.
No. I mean, obviously they're going the wrong way right now. Still a young team, though. They, like I said, when you kind of look at their roster, filled with a bunch of sophomores and juniors. So, like I said, kind of rebuilding year maybe this year, and could bode well for them in the future.
And it looks like they're going to keep it again with Rice, and Rice is going to be swallowed up by a whole bunch of L's. The Parliament is there, and they're going to bring him down. Pretty much nothing doing on that one.
No, just a quarterback power play to the left, but good job of penetration there by Andre Crabtree and Shea Spencer. And Colin Donnelly was able to come from his linebacker spot and kind of clean everything up, as he tends to do. Brings up a 3rd and super long here.
3rd and 23. Yeah.
Look at if you can, we'll try and get a view of that at some point during the game. We got a pretty nice little technology there with their down markers. Tells us exactly how many yards left to go on the 3rd down play.
3rd and 23 from their own 21. Coming on a screen, and it's going to be, is that intercepted?
Yep.
Michael Adesola with the diving grab.
Yeah, just try to set up a little tunnel screen there, a little bit overthrown, and Mike did a good job of seeing where the ball was and kind of on the ground was able to come up with the big interception there. First interception, I believe, of the year from Mike. Colin Donnelly currently is leading the team with 3.
Correct.
And that, like I said, I think that might be Mike's first of the year. I know his brother Josh had one a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, we need to look. Of course, our friend David Dillingham keeps all those stats and is kind enough to send it to us each week. But now we've got 1st and 10 from the 27. Great starting field position for the Owl offense. And it's going to be handoff to Matt Lund, his first touch of the night. And this first touch is going to go for an Elgin Owl touchdown.
Woo! Yeah, just lined it up on this side, kind of had all the receivers to this side. One less defender on that side, on the left side. And Matt did a good job of cutting underneath that outside backer and follow his blockers straight up into the end zone for the Wichita Furniture instant replay there. But good job by the offensive line and good job by Matt, as always, following those blocks. And then once he gets in the open field, see you later.
Kick is up, and per usual, kick is going to be good for Gabe Dittmeyer with 8:31 remaining in our first quarter. Our score, Elgin 14, Duncan 0. You're watching Owl Football on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Lawton's newest hangout, 5370 Northwest Cash Road. A family-friendly atmosphere featuring their award-winning pizza and calzone, made fresh daily from their secret family recipe. With handcrafted burgers, wings, appetizers, salad, and homemade desserts, including deep-fried banana pudding. Come hang out with us. The Hangout, 5370 Northwest Cash Road in Lawton.
So with 8:31 remaining, Elgin making quick work of that drive. 1 play, 1 score. And we're getting ready for another Wayne's drive-in kickoff. Come on, everybody. Let's go to Wayne's.
Go to Wayne's.
And Gabe Dittmeyer going to kick it again. And this one going to be pretty deep, right around about the 19. And it's going to be taken. And looks like Dylan almost had him down. And looks like a couple other guys brought him down, including, I believe, Braxton Antuna was one of those guys.
Yeah, your Wichita Furniture drive summary. 1 play. What was it?
27 yards.
27-yard touchdown there for Matt Lund. Thank you, Wichita Furniture, for all of your help in bringing these games to you.
And so our first down is going to also be at the 27. Weird kind of formation. 3 receivers stacked to the right, but it's going to be kept by Rice. And looked like Shea Spencer was one of the first guys there, as well as Ritzenmeyer.
Looks like Sawyer Rice's helmet come off, so he's got to come out for a play. See who they put in there at quarterback.
Going to be interesting what Matt Terry does because, I mean, as we
Couts
mentioned,
played quarterback
Couts
last
was
year,
their
so-
quarterback last year. He probably now again that was with a different coach, but this is most of the same coaching staff. So, there might be the same offense for the most part. They're sending in Tavion Holland, but he's more of a running back. So it'll be interesting to see if they just keep Couts in there. Yeah, it looks like that's what they're going to do. They're going to keep 13, Chris Couts kind of in there at quarterback. And we'll see what they do with it. And it's going to be an off snap, and he's going to be met by Jack Angeli and a whole bunch of L's, and they're going to bring him down for the sack.
Yeah, with that miscommunication on the snap, mishandle, kind of messed up the timing of the play, but Jack was able to get in there pretty quickly. And
looks like we got a timeout for Duncan. So we're going to take a timeout as well. You're watching Elgin Now Football on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Sidelined by surgery, illness, injury? Valor Physical Therapy can help. At Valor PT, our skilled therapists create a rehabilitation program individualized for you, with education and encouragement each step of the way. Whether it's sports or the activities of life, let Valor get you back in the game. Start now at 405-265-6449. No referral needed. Mention Oklahoma Sports Network and get a free t-shirt at your first appointment.
Come see us today at Wichita Furniture, where for a limited time we are having 50% off all living room furniture. That's right, all living room furniture is 50% off MSRP. So come in today and take advantage of this awesome deal. Wichita Furniture, off the corner of Cash Road and Fort Hill Boulevard.
It's now 3rd down and 16 after that mistimed snap by Duncan, and they're just going to keep it with Rice again. He's moving to his left, and he's going to be pushed out of bounds by Andre Crabtree. That's not going to be nearly enough for the first down. So that black flag defense pushing back again and forcing another 4th down.
Yeah, good job of just kind of stretching it out until had nowhere else to go but step out of bounds. So brings up a 4th and 10 here. Looks like they're going to punt this one away. See if Brody can get his hands on this one with a little bit of room to run.
Brody Morrison standing back at about his own 40-yard line, wearing shoes that appear to be like Nike Dunks but cleats. I'm not sure. Going to be a decent little kick, a bit of a knuckleball. It kind of goes out of bounds, and we got some players kind of messing with each other. You got to be careful. Got to be careful. We've seen that. We've seen some of those little squabbles and kerfuffles turn into penalties, and you just don't want that to mar what has already been just a beautiful night for Elgin.
Yeah, no, I mean, yeah, we've done a lot better. I mean, those first couple games we were kind of a little bit concerned as we were moving into district play of some of the penalties and things, but we've cleaned that up a lot, and we're playing some real consistent, good football lately, and obviously off to a good start right here, 14-0 with only 7:19 left to go in the first quarter.
And it's going to be a fake handoff, and he's going to dump it off to Michael Adesola, and he's going to be dragged down, but decent little gain, probably about halfway toward that first down marker, rather. So nice little gain of about 5.
Yeah, good job by Trace right there, flipping his hips right there, kind of rolling to his opposite arm there, but did a good job of flipping his hips and getting his shoulders squared up to Mike and dumping it down and getting the 5-yard gain on first down. Ritz and Meyer behind him there.
So Meyer is going to be in the backfield, and we've got Morrison coming in motion. Laura going to throw, and it's going to be a little dump out to Ritzenmeyer, and he's got blocking, and he's going to go toward about the 30-yard line. They're going to say he didn't step out of bounds, and they're going to bring him down at about the 15-yard line inside that Scooters red zone.
Yeah, great job there on the outside by both Mike and Brody of blocking their guys. I mean, that shows unselfish play by those two guys on the outside of blocking. Good job of Ritson to cut it up underneath that one defender, and good job by the Duncan Demons to kind of trip him up at the last second there. Looked like he was having the opportunity to go all the way, but kind of got the shoestring tackle.
Really good job by Ritson not stepping out of bounds there. And it's going to be a handoff to Ritson this time. He's going to plow up the middle. He's going to be brought down by Couts and company. And that's one thing that we've kind of mentioned is, they talked about how much weight he's put on since last year. He's just a freshman last year, and Obviously, he's played other sports, and you got to have a certain type of body to play certain type of sports. And so, and plus, they've relied on him more at linebacker, or just about as much, if not more, at linebacker this year. So I feel like he is going to be more of kind of that north-south runner, and it's going to be thrown towards the end zone, and he's going to be out of the grasp of number 4, Michael Adesola. Good thought, though, by Trace.
Yeah, kind of one of our bread and butter plays last year, kind of that deep comeback on the run there, trying to hit Mike in the front corner of that end zone, but good coverage by the Demon Deacons there and not able to.
I think they're
Duncan Demons.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of Wake Forest here. But
if Elgin played Wake Forest, that would be a story.
But good job there by the defense of covering Mike up, and they also covered Brody up on the kind of the drag route across the field as well. So brings up a 3rd and 7 here. Let's see if we can get this one picked up and keep this drive moving.
3rd and 7. Looks like Donnelly kind of set up in that Y, and then he's going to block, and Ritzenmeyer's going to follow him in, and he's going to follow him into the touchdown.
Yeah, great job of kind of vision right there, kind of designed to go up the middle. Once he was able to gut up the middle, saw that nobody was out there towards the end of that pylon and ran over there for the big touchdown there.
With 5:27 left to go in our first quarter, brought to you by Vincent Sailor State Farm. And one thing I did want to mention, I don't know, well, that's right.
Ritzen's 9th touchdown of the year.
That's
on the
right.
ground.
You know, with Peyton Christensen out, Caden Belletto is taking over holding duties. He's doing just fine so far, Caden. 3 extra points, 3 good ones. It looks like they give him that one, or did he miss that one? They haven't put it on the scoreboard yet. I thought they gave it to him. Anyways, 21-0 our score. Elgin leads Duncan. You're watching Al Football on the Oklahoma Sports Network. So one minor correction. It looks like Gabe Dittmeyer did not connect on that extra point. So score remains 20-0. Elgin leads Duncan with 5:27 left to go in our first quarter. We thank you for watching this game on OSN. And this kickoff brought to you by Wayne's Drive-In. Come on, everybody, let's go to Wayne's. And that kick is going to be going out of bounds, and that's going to be a penalty.
Yeah, I tried to directional kick it this time to the left and got a little bit too much of it and kicked it out of bounds. So it's going to give the Demons decent field position right here.
I will try to keep my composure and be a good play-by-play guy, but my Texas Rangers just lost to the Houston Astros in a 3rd straight game in Arlington. So my spirit is a little broken inside. But
let's talk about that Wichita Furniture drive summary while Glenn clears his tears. But that was a 3-play drive with the touchdown there by Ritzenmeyer. His 9th touchdown of the year.
Going to be a handoff up the middle, and looks like Jason Williams, Colin Donnelly, and a whole bunch of others are going to bring him down. And, we talk about kind of, this game kind of, I want to say, was overlooked, maybe not by coaches, certainly not by coaches, and hopefully not by the players, but maybe by some fans, because those last 2 games of the year last year were so memorable, not just in what they meant for the district title and everything, but also just they were great football games when Elgin played Lawton MacArthur and Elgin played Midwest City, and we're, of course, going to have those games here on OSN the next couple of weeks. But this Duncan team, they've got talent. They just kind of have to string it together, and they have to figure some things out. And that run up the middle, and Colin's going to say no, sir, and bring him down after probably about 4 yards.
Yeah, Colin was trying to kind of make the strip right there, so running back was able to get a couple extra yards. Yeah, last year this game kind of, like I said, kind of handled it pretty good, and it was kind of one of those times when we knew that our team was up for the challenge and good to go. Like I said, following that loss last year at Noble, and then was able to come into Elgin and take care of business against a pretty good Duncan team, and that's kind of when you realized, hey, we've got something special brewing here last year. So
And it's going to be 3rd and 4 now from the 41. And they try to get the defense to jump. But now a high snap again, and it's going to be a handoff, and he's going to take off and get the first down. And then Jack Angeli out of the picture comes running in and brings him down.
Yeah, good play right there after kind of the high snap. Good job of catching the snap and then get it to the running back. The running back did a good job of following his blockers and making a couple of people miss to get the first down there for the Demons. Might be their first down of the night.
It is. And so we're going to see Boston White, another sophomore, come running into the game.
As we move forward in this game, we'll talk about some of those games that happened last night around the district and around 5A. Kind of starting to feel and get some movement and kind of understand where everybody's kind of going to end up in the year. Things are kind of starting to play itself out.
That pecking order, especially, I mean, if is another reason why every game matters and every win matters is, no matter how many wins Elgin has already in the district, with Lawton MacArthur, Midwest City, and El Reno all beating up on each other, that's going to really play into how those teams, that's where the tiebreaker comes in.
Right.
And if you're Elgin, you just don't want to mess with that tiebreaker. The easiest way is just win the next 2 weeks. And so there's going to be a play fake, and Rice is going to keep it, and he's going to be met head-on by Hunter Jackson. And, man, Hunter held his ground and then some.
Yeah, good job there by Hunter of kind of squaring him up there in the hole and stopping him a little bit short of the first down. So it looks like it's going to be 3rd and 1. But, yeah, like I said, kind of that pecking order starting to come. We're the only undefeated team in district. Not only for the whole season, but also in district play. Got all of our points as well, so things are looking good there. But at this point in the season, we've got those 2 games against we got this one tonight, obviously, 21-0. Well, 20-0 right now. And then we got MacArthur next week and then finish the season on the road at Midwest City. MacArthur last night was able to take care of business against El Reno.
It's a throw out there to Jackson Pogue, and, man, he was corralled.
Yeah, good job by Brody coming from his safety spot there and kind of putting the big hit on him. Josh kind of got blocked there, and good job by Brody of coming from his safety spot and securing that tackle because he was kind of the last line of defense there. But, yeah, El Reno kind of comes in the Lawton MacArthur last night. And
yeah, MacArthur looked much different from the team that I saw last week.
Yeah, 2 weeks ago, lost to Midwest City, and then obviously last night took care of business against El Reno. So, leaves MacArthur with 1 loss in the district, leaves with Midwest City with 1 loss, and then us with none.
It's going to be a handoff, and that's right. I think I said that El Reno, Midwest City, and MacArthur were all tied. Now,
El Reno's got the 2,
Reno's got 2 now because we, of course, also beat them, and so did Lawton MacArthur. But if, we are able to beat Midwest City and MacArthur, then that would kind of throw them into a 3-way tie potentially with El Reno.
Yeah, right now, I mean, like I said, we control our own destiny. If we go out and handle business the next 3 weeks, we're undefeated on the season and can roll in there with the 1 spot and potentially play maybe either a Piedmont or Bishop McGuinness. But a lot of football left to be played, though, between then and now.
2nd and 4, handoff up the middle, and he's going to be met by first Andre Crabtree and then looked like Colin Donnelly and Hunter Jackson, which we've already called those names quite a few times, and we're still a minute left in this first quarter.
Yeah, good job there by Andre of kind of fighting off that block on the outside, making him cut up underneath him. Colin was able to scrape around and get that tackle with Andre. Brings up a 3rd and 3 per the down marker.
Under a
probably
minute left.
Probably 4 down territory. They got a decent kicker, though, so might see some field goals tonight.
They've had good special teams, and Rice is going to look to the right, and he's going to connect. It's going to be Sincere, and he's going to be pushed out of bounds. That was Sincere Young is the junior wide receiver.
Yeah, just a quick little hitch route on the outside, 3rd and 3, kind of pushed it about 2 yards past the sticks, and good job of throwing and catching there. And decent little job after the catch as well to get up some more positive yards. Brings them inside of the Scooters red zone. Looks like we're on about the 6-yard line or so.
That is 1st and goal now at the 6. So Duncan breathing down Elgin's back, and here they come again, and it's going to be brought down after a minimal gain.
Yeah, about 1 yard right there, kind of a little inside zone play. Duncan's kind of hurrying to the line right now. Defense did a good job all year, though, of kind of keeping people out of the end zone when they get close down here.
And it's going to be a handoff again, and he's going to try to push into the end zone. And no, sir,
yeah.
Shea Spencer.
That was a grown man tackle right there.
Yeah,
Good job, Shea.
With his
enthusiastic approach to things.
His always enthusiastic approach. And that is going to be the last play of the first quarter. After one, Elgin leads Duncan 20-0. You're watching Owl Football on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Community Health Center's high-quality health care is convenient to wherever you are in the region. We're here for you, whether it's our main clinic on Southwest Lee Boulevard or any of our other locations in Lawton. LCHC has additional clinics in Marlow, Comanche, Cache, Medicine Park, Apache, Elgin, and Burns Flat, with more on the way. Enjoy peace of mind knowing quality care from experienced providers is always available. LCHC, your hometown healthcare. In their second quarter, and our second quarter sponsor is going to be Comanche Home Center. Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks. Rice is going to keep it, and he's going to be in the end zone, it looks like. Yes, it is. It's a Duncan touchdown. So first play of the second quarter produces Duncan's first points of the game, and now we see a flag. So
yeah, just quarterback power play right there. Good job by Sawyer following his blocker and getting into the end zone. Looks like there might have been a little bit something late, so they'll probably enforce that, I would assume, on the kickoff. Kind of where the scrum was happening. We'll see if it was on us or them. Looks like it's on Duncan. So I'm going to enforce it. Looks like Coach Wyatt's going to say, hey, on the kickoff.
And so
they'll kick off from the 20.
Okay. Yeah, most of the time you get an option as a coach to assess that on the extra point try or the 2-point conversion, whatever it may be, or on the kickoff.
Yeah, with you're up 20-6, good idea to take it there early in the game. On the kickoff, you should get yourself pretty good field position after this one.
So they've got Duncan's still trying to get players out on the field, but with it being essentially an untimed down, no real matter in terms of the play clock there, it didn't seem. So the snap is going to be down. The hold, the kick is good from Delgado. So Duncan puts points on the board. That makes it 20-7. Elgin leads Duncan. 11:56 to go in the first half. Watching Owl Football on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Coast Technology Group helps you feel safe and secure utilizing simple, reliable technology. Allow our team of experts to help you design the right system with high-definition surveillance cameras, cutting-edge smart alarm systems, and thoughtfully designed access control for your home or business. Work, sleep, and play with confidence, knowing CTG is your technology partner.
See us today at Wichita Furniture, where for a limited time we are having 50% off all living room furniture. That's right, all living room furniture is 50% off MSRP. So come in today and take advantage of this awesome deal. Wichita Furniture, off the corner of Cash Road and Fort Sill Boulevard.
Where sports is our middle name. We are the Oklahoma Sports Network.
So with 11:56 to go in our second quarter, Elgin leads Duncan 20-7 after that short touchdown plunge from Sawyer Rice for Duncan. And with the penalty assessed on the kickoff, that's going to mean that.
Well, there was also another, Glenn. There was also another penalty on the extra point try as well. So, trying to figure out, kind of sort this one out. The referees were kind of over here talking to the Duncan sideline. Looks like one of the referees over there talking to Coach Wyatt as well. Looks initially like it might have been on Duncan. So that will make it and potentially kick off from like the 10. So we should come away with great field position here. They do have a good kicker, though. I will give them that. Watched him a little bit during warm-ups. But yeah, they're going to call it a 15-yarder and then probably half the distance from there.
All right. So, yeah, though they got they're moving it even farther back, it looks like. So this could be exceptional.
They're going to start from the end zone.
They're going to kick from at their own 12.
Yeah, so like you said, depending on this kickoff, should get very good field position if we can field the kick cleanly.
I was going to say, Matt Lund is standing right near about his own 37-yard line. That alone isn't bad field position.
Looks more like a punt formation.
I was going to say, if he catches it there. But we're going to see another Wayne's driving kickoff coming, everybody.
Let's go to Wayne's.
So we're going to see the kick, I believe, from Delgado, number 10. We've had good kickers the past few years here at Duncan. So
11:56 left to go here in the second quarter. Like I said, we weren't able to get the scoreboard camera in today. So Brody's going to catch this one.
Morrison going to take it around the 38, and he's going to try to gut it up the middle, and he's going to be taken down at about the 38 of the Duncan Demons. So, like you said, not bad field position at all. I mean, if you only have to go 38 yards to score, with this offense, that's almost like taking candy from a baby.
Yeah, no, I mean, good job of Brody right there, catching it, going straight up field, and got about 20 yards, 25 yards on the return. So Bridges on the plus 38. Would love to start every drive from this part of the field. See what we come out here, kind of throwing the ball around a little tonight. Good to see that. Matt's in the backfield, though.
Laura going to look deep, and he has
touchdown.
Woo! A touchdown! Was waiting for the officials to signal it, and there it is. Trace Laura to Michael Adesola. That one does count.
Yeah, went right back to the first play of the game. Just a simple 9 rounds. Hey, let's see if you can guard me if I just run deep. And Mike runs right by him. Great throw, though, on the outside there by Trace and gets Michael into the end zone for his first touchdown of the night. 38-yard touchdown play. Second one-play drive of the night. That one is good.
So with 11:42 left to go in the first half, 26-7 is our score. You're watching Elgin Now Football on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Your job can get dirty. You need a solution. At Waste Solutions, we offer front-end loaders, roll-off containers, and dumpsters for any job, large or small. We also provide residential trash services for Lawton's outlying communities. We've got a solution for small businesses, contractors, construction companies, and everybody in between. We're a locally owned company, and we've been serving our community for 21 years. We love Southwest Oklahoma, and we take care of our own. Every dirty problem has a solution. Waste Solutions. Click or call today.
So Gabe Dibmeyer getting ready for another kickoff after that touchdown. It is 27-7. Our score, Elgin leads Duncan. Here's a Wayne's driving kickoff. Come on, everybody. Let's go to Wayne's. Dibmeyer going to kick it up the middle, end over end, and he's going to bounce, and it's going to hit a Duncan player, and his knee was down. So that's where they're going to start, right about this 17-yard line.
Your Wichita Furniture drive summary, one-play drive, 38-yard pitch and catch from Trace Laura to Michael Adesola to bring the score to 27-7. Your Wichita Furniture drive summary.
So in our second quarter, and Elgin leading Duncan by 20 points. We're going to kind of see what this Elgin defense can do. Of course, they gave up the touchdown last time. Rice is going to keep it. He's going to throw a quick screen out to the outside, and he's going to be brought down. Ball's on the ground. And we're going to see who they say has it.
I think Duncan
did fall on it. So the
lineman came out
Demons
there.
do retain possession.
Yeah, good job by Mike right there on the outside of reading the quick little screen pass and fighting through the receiver that was blocking him. Haven't talked much about number 21 tonight, but he's filling in for Peyton Christensen. Did a good job of getting out there as well, flowing to the receiver from the spot, outside position.
Oh, and that pass from Rice just went right through the fingertips of Jackson Pogue, and he's frustrated with himself. This is
senior Dylan Brown, number 21. Sorry about that.
Yeah, Dylan has been taking over for Peyton Christensen, playing pretty well so far. We haven't gotten a chance to really talk about him tonight, but
Special Teams Player of the Week a couple weeks ago. He's done a good job on that. Kind of that. Talked a little bit about it during the podcast. Kind of that unsung hero as a senior, kind of doing the dirty work on special teams and things like that. So it's good to see him getting some time tonight at that linebacker position for Peyton.
And with 11:02 to go, it's already 3rd and 8, and the defense is going to have 3 down linemen, and Rice is going to throw, and he's going deep, and he's got Young, and it's going to go through the hands of Sincere Young. He was wide open.
Yeah, good concept right there, kind of sneaking him down the middle of the field. Had 2 deep receivers on both outside, and then kind of snuck him down the middle. Kind of a tough position for Colin Donnelly to cover from his linebacker position, but just a little bit overthrown, and Hunter kind of got back there as well to kind of mess up some of the timing, but at the end of the day, falls to the ground harmlessly, so it brings up a punting situation. See if Brody, like I said, can get his hands on another punt and show what he can do in the open field.
High snap, but the punt is away, and it's not a bad one. It's going to bounce right around midfield, but it's going to bounce sideways and take kind of an Elgin bounce to about the 45 of Duncan, and that's where the Owls will take over. So,
and starting in that plus territory is where you love to be.
We do want to remind you that each week you can catch the Oklahoma Sports Network coaches shows. We have one from the various towns and coverage areas. We have one for Mid-Dell, and we do have one for the Lawton area. You can catch Elgin, Cache, MacArthur, Lawton High, and Eisenhower at the Hangout, 6 p.m. every Tuesday night. Have great pizza there, great burgers. We're going to see 1st and 10, and it's going to be a run. It's going to be a Lund, and he's going to be flipped over right around the 40, so about a 5 to 6 yard gain for the senior number 9, Matthew Lund.
Yeah, really haven't gotten Matt going so far tonight. We've kind of done a lot of things through the air tonight. Kind of saw something in their coverage that we decided to kind of take advantage of. So, but that's only going to help Matt as this game moves forward. Obviously, now they've got to worry about the outside, and they might find some big holes and big running room for Matt as this game moves on.
So getting some signals from the sideline is Trace Laura, the quarterback, number 3, and it is going to be a pass play, and he's looking over the middle again, and it's caught by Adesola. Mike having himself a game already. Down there at about the 30-yard line, that's good for a first down.
Yeah, it's Mike's 4th or 5th catch of the night so far. One of them obviously got called back, but that's still 3 or 4 catches, I would think, on the night for him.
Well, it's at least 2, and then, of course, he had the interception.
Well, he had 3. I think
right.
it's 3.
He did have one.
He had the
You're
little,
right. Yeah, he did.
You're right. Waggle pass there. So I think that's 3 for the night. Had the long touchdown on the last drive there, 38 yards. And then also, like I said, had the interception as well. So Mike's having a good game so far tonight.
And with 9:46 and ticking in this second quarter, and it's going to be a low snap, but it's going to be a pop pass to Crabtree, and he's going to be pushed out of bounds, but not before he picks up a first down. Nice play, not only by Trayvon Crabtree, but also by the quarterback Trace Laura picking up the ball and kind of saving that play.
Snap was a little bit low. Really haven't seen many bad snaps at all this year by Carson Hitt, but that one was a little bit low. But good job of Trace using his third baseman's mentality that he has, third baseman for the baseball team, and kind of scooping and being able to flip it there to Trayvon to get some big positive yards there on a first down.
And it is going
to be inside of the Scooters Red Zone.
That's right, the Scooters Coffee Red Zone. Amazing coffee, smoothies and more right there. Aaron Elgin, and it's going to be handoff up the middle, and he is going to be Well, there he's finally brought down, kind of tumbled over. And it is going to be second down now after just a few yards.
Yeah, 4 or 5 yards, give or take. Oh, 4. That trusty, that trusty down marker over there is really helping us tonight.
2nd and 6 now. And as we mentioned, MacArthur took care of business against El Reno last night. And then, of course, kind of the game of the week, maybe game of the year throughout the state, not just in 5A. Guthrie had Carl Albert on the ropes, had a 14-0 lead, and the Titans pull it out in the end as Kevin Sperry comes back from missing some of the game with an injury, and we're seeing already a dead ball penalty, and that's a false start against Elgin. That'll back him up a little bit, take away that yardage that Matt just earned.
Yeah, Ritson kind of took a little bit of a false step right there as I think Trayvon was coming in motion, so causes the penalty. But, yeah, great game. I mean, like I said, kind of lived up to the billing. Guthrie's defense kind of did a pretty good job on that offense of Carl Albert. Carl Albert's obviously defense did a pretty good job as well. And I can't remember, was it 24-21 or 27-24, somewhere up in that area?
24-21, yeah. And
then obviously, like you said, MacArthur took care of El Reno.
And it is going to be a pass play again. Laura's going to lob it towards the end zone. It's going to be knocked down. That was kind of a risky play. Now we see flags fly. So we'll see what this is. Duncan is incredulous to that decision.
Duncan is celebrating, so I think that one could be on us.
Well, I saw the Duncan coaches with their arms out like, what is that? So I'm not sure if they are upset that, it might be called against them. We're going to see a holding, and it's a defensive holding against the Duncan Demons.
Hold on, it's going to be,
or in a personal foul against Elgin. So they're going to offset. So I guess they're just going to replay the down.
Yeah, so they're just kind of offsetting penalties right there, holding probably in the backfield, in the defensive backfield on the pass play, but then we also had a hit to the head in the scrum, so live to play another down, 2nd and 11 again.
3 wide receivers to the left of Laura. He's got Ritzenmeyer in his backfield in the pistol, and it's going to be a handoff, and Ritzenmeyer's going to bounce to the right side. He's going to follow the blocking of Williams, and he's going to barrel into the end zone. Almost. Oh, I thought he was in. He was brought down right at the 1.
Yeah, it looked like he was able to stretch it across, but referee's a lot closer than we are up here in the booth and calls him down at about the 1-yard line. Good run right there. Good patient run, kind of following his blockers and plodding his way downfield and gets all the way to the 1-yard line.
Also, great job by our camera operator, Sadie, following that play as it happened, zooming in and trying to find out before we did if he was down or not,
Sadie's in the box with us tonight, so if you see a little black line or something, that may just be
It's going to be a handoff again, and that's going to be a touchdown for Ritzenmeyer and Elgin.
Ritson 2nd in the night. Woo!
There it is. I was waiting for you to do it.
I had to do it at least.
At least
brings
once.
It 33-7. Ritson's 2nd touchdown of the night.
So we're going to see Boletto with the hold, and Gabe Dittmeyer going to try and tack on the extra point.
Yeah, watch Caden
watch
Caden practice it a little bit this week at practice, and
the cavalry was right coming, but knocks it in. So with 8:16 to go in our first half, score 34-7. Elgin leads. You're watching Owl Football on the Oklahoma Sports.
Let's go!
Guys, the toilet's clogged! Stop again! Oh, that's gross.
Unnecessary clogging. 30-minute fix. We'll have you back and using the toilet in no time.
Don't let bad plumbing penalize you. Call Whitehead Plumbing today. When plumbing problems hit hard like a linebacker, call an audible. Whitehead Plumbing is here to tackle them head on.
Whitehead Plumbing's real MVPs.
Yeah!
Woo!
We're your plumbing MVP.
So with 8:16 to go in our second quarter, Elgin leads Duncan 34-7 as the Owls get ready for another Wings drive-in kickoff. Come on, everybody. Let's go to Wings. Joe Abshire and company do a great job there. And as Gabe Dittmeyer going to kick it away again, it's going to be caught at about the 14, and he's going to bring it out to the 20 and to the 25, and going to finally be brought down. Pretty good return, honestly, as the Owls are going to bring him down at about the 35, 36-yard line.
Yeah, very good return right there. Kind of our outside guys didn't squeeze in and allowed kind of a little bit of a running lane up the middle. Good job by him of finding that lane and getting some positive yards.
So that Wichita Furniture drive summary, that drive started at about the 37, 38-yard line, and then they marched down, and then finally after that nice run from Ritson Meyer, got them down to the 1. Ritson finished it off with a plunge up the middle for the touchdown, his second of the night. So 1st and 10 from the 37. Duncan finally kind of getting all their guys out there, including Davion Carr. And it's going to be kind of an option play, and Rice is going to keep it, and he's going to be met head-on by Colin Donnelly, and that's not where you want to be as a quarterback. And some words being said, and somebody said something about somebody's mama, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, it's been a little chippy out there tonight.
How many times have we said that this year?
Yeah.
I think football is just kind of a chippy
football,
game.
Yeah, football is one of those games where things, especially at this level, things get said. You might have been playing against some of these kids when you were in Little League and things, and so no harm, no foul, though. It's all in fun. Boys will be boys. Good job by the defensive front there, though. Got a couple different guys up front right now. Looks like Peebushy and Kephart are in there.
And he's going to keep it, and they're going to call a hold. It appears, man, big old hit from guess who? Colin Donnelly.
Yeah.
But it looks like there is going to be a hold. Penalty flag was thrown, and we could even hear the Elgin coaches in the box next to us. Come on!
Yeah, Jack kind of got swung down pretty good there, so that's going to be a hold. I would think we'll push him back. Brings up a 2nd and 20 or so. But, yeah, great job by Colin right there of following the quarterback, kind of spying him, and then unloading on him as he got there to make the tackle. Yeah, you got Philip Peebushy in there, Kephart in there, along with Jack, Dylan Brown on the outside, and Andre Crabtree on the outside, and then up the middle you've got Colin Donnelly and Ritson Meyer, both out of Solo boys at the corners.
It's going to be 2nd and 20 from the 27 now, and now we've had another flag. This looks like a dead ball and probably a false start or illegal motion against Duncan. So that's going to move them back again.
Yeah, the one drive where they didn't have any penalties, they were able to kind of run down the field pretty good and was able to score a touchdown. One of the only first half touchdowns that our defense has given up in a couple weeks. But yeah, when you start kind of putting yourself behind the sticks, it makes things a whole lot harder for the offense and the play caller.
Pass play by Rice, and he's going to chuck it towards the sideline. He's just going to throw that one out of bounds. And looked like not really sure what he was looking for there. But
well, kind of Jack got in there pretty quickly and forced him to roll out, and not much good job of coverage downfield by the secondary, Josh Adesola and Brody Morrison back here, so nowhere to go with the ball. So good job by him, though, of not compounding the mistake and throwing it out of bounds to play another down. Somebody upstairs is not too happy with what's going on right now.
Yeah,
this is a two-tiered booth, so
say,
we're in the
full
bottom.
Disclosure, we do have some coaches from Duncan, I believe, above us, and it's pretty clear there. Looks like Duncan is going to take a timeout with 6:40 left in the second quarter. Our score, Elgin leads Duncan 34-7. You're watching Elgin Now Football on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Hail damage on your vehicle? Look no further than Cars Hail Repair Specialists. They're locally owned and operated with certified PDR technicians and offer a lifetime warranty with 0 out-of-pocket guarantee. They work directly with your insurance and they give a 100% satisfaction guarantee. Make sure you ask them about the $200 referral program. Cars Hail Repair Specialists. Give them a call today, 580-360-5050.
Are you ready for a debit card? Well, this card is more than you may realize. It's a reward-earning, style-affirming, money-managing, do-it-all debit card, like a key to the world. It's the Pay Me debit card from Communication Federal. Our Pay Me account pays you real cash that adds up fast, earning rewards when you use your card. So get a free Pay Me debit card today. It's secure shopping and payment power online or in stores.
So it's going to be 3rd and 25, and it's going to be a little screenplay, and he's going to be caught, and Elgin is going to finally bring him down, and it looked like on the play, it looked like it was Ritson Meyer who, man, from sideline to sideline, he has just really, really shined this year as a sideline-to-sideline linebacker.
Yeah, him and Colin in the middle there. I mean, they run all over the field, and like I said, a lot of that's set up with the way the defense is set up, and good job by our front three to kind of hold on to some of those offensive linemen and do a good job of kind of allowing them to run free and go sideline to sideline, like you said.
4th and 20, and the punt is away, and boy, what a punt. And it looks like Brody's going to call it at his own 37. I don't know what the odds are of having like every drive start at the 37 tonight, but I feel like no matter what side of the field, there have been like 5 drives that started at the 37.
You've said that number a lot tonight.
Oh, man. Yeah, it feels like a Sesame Street thing. Like this is brought to you by the letter E and number 37. But
that's what my daughter's working on this week is letter E.
There you go. Yeah, E as in Elgin.
Good old pre-K.
It's going to be 1st and 10 from the 37, 5:58 to go in the second quarter. And it's going to be a handoff stretch play to Matt Lund, and he's going to bounce it outside. He's going to have the first down and more. Going to be pushed out of bounds just past midfield. So a nice little gain of about 15 almost there on the play by Matt Lund, and they're ready to get going again.
Yeah, good job on Matt right there. Just outside zone play, kind of our bread and butter play with him, and get some good positive yards. Has kind of been bottled up a little bit so far tonight, so good to see him kind of get in the open field.
Okay, and he is going to be brought down. It was Lund again.
Yeah, just an inside handoff right there. Good job creating a huge hole by the offensive line. Filled up pretty quickly by the linebacker, but Matt put his head down and got a couple extra yards after contact. So that's one thing that he's really been improved on this year compared to the years past, is getting that extra 2 or 3 yards after contact, kind of always falling forward.
Yeah, I don't mean this as any disrespect. I just – based on his physique, you wouldn't know how strong he is. I don't feel like,
right.
And he he's just really focused on that the past few years. Is Laura's going to look deep, and he's got Brody Morrison, and it's going to be knocked away. But man, that was close. Good play by the defensive back. Maybe a little underthrown,
yeah,
but
just a tad.
But it was still a really good play. And honestly, with everything the way that these pass plays have been going, that I was almost just kind of expecting it to be completed, because goodness knows we've completed a bunch of other improbable pass plays tonight. But
yeah, just a deep cross right there. But like you said, maybe just a tad bit underthrown. Had to probably throw it a little bit earlier than he thought. Kind of had a little bit of pressure in his face and wasn't able to get as much air on it as he wanted. But still, good play by the Demon defensive back there to knock it down.
3rd and 6, 45-yard line. 5:05 to go in the second quarter. And they're going to throw it deep again, and he's got an arm on Trayvon Crabtree. There was no doubt about that. That was there for a long time.
You could see it in his jersey.
Yeah, his shoulder pad comes popping out, and so they're going to call a flag there, and that's going to get the Elgin Owls out of jail there on 3rd and high medium.
I love DBs sometimes. Like he just put his hands on his head like, what did I do?
I mean, I never played football, but that's the move that every kid plays to mom and dad.
Right,
what?
Right.
I didn't kick my sister. Yeah. This is oldest child over here.
But again, just a deep, like you said, just a 9 route right there.
Yeah, and you had kind of the streaker across the middle. I believe it was Brody Morrison kind of running a little drag route. You thought maybe he might look to Brody. He wasn't entirely open, and just kind of looked from the get-go that Trace was looking Trayvon's way, and who knows what would have happened if Sincere Young doesn't just yank on that jersey the way he did. And so it gives you a new, fresh set of downs, and on 1st and 10, you're going to run up the middle with Matt Lund. He's going to have his momentum stopped. And so that was 1st and 10 from I guess, the 30, and they're going to give him about 4 yards. So 2nd and 6 now. with 4:41 and ticking left to go in this second quarter. 34-7 our score.
Yeah, Matt, just kind of like I said, outside zone right there. They're doing a good job of bottling up, but obviously that's why so many of those deep pass plays have been open for us tonight. They're doing a good job kind of putting 10, 11 within two. As you can see right here, there were 10, all 11 defensive players are within 5 yards of the line of scrimmage. So they're keying on Matt tonight.
It's going to be a handoff to that man again, and
he's
going to almost pop free. I really thought he was going to, and so he's going to move into that Scooter's Coffee red zone. It's going to be, I believe, a first down right around the 16-yard line now.
But that's what happens on the, like I said, with everybody being 5 yards within the line of scrimmage. If he's able to pop that first layer, I mean, there's nobody there to kind of get with him downfield. So could set up for some big runs maybe in the second half if Matt's able to play some more in the second half. But we'll see.
And so it's going to be a quick pass play to Colin Donnelly. He's going to stumble a little bit, and that's going to probably not get much, if anything. I don't think it's going to get a single yard.
No.
And it looked like number 14, Boston White, number 17, Jackson Pogue on the stop there. Jackson, one of their Pogue, one of the good baseball players. Of course, Duncan won state in baseball a couple years ago, and then Elgin and Duncan, now they're in the same district, played some really good baseball games this past year that kind of helped decide that district title. And so we're going to see 2nd and 10 now. Lund in the backfield, going to be a little end around underneath to Trayvon Crabtree. He's going to stumble.
Wow.
Stiff arm him in and be brought down. Where did they going to get him? It's going to be down to the 1. Man, it's Ritz and Meyer all over again. I was all ready for a touchdown.
Yeah, good job by Trayvon, though, right there, using his old-school running back skills. Was a running back when he first got here and did a good job right there of kind of following his blocks and cutting it up and getting some big positive yards there inside of the 1-yard line. See if we can punch it in right here.
Yeah, Trayvon has really been kind of a Swiss Army knife of sorts for the past couple of years, and just tried to figure out ways to use him. So they're going to have 3 men to the left in the pistol, and it's going to be just a handoff to Matt Lund. Touchdown!
Woo! Yeah, just a quick inside handoff right there. Matt followed his blockers. Big, huge hole right there. Gets in there. You'll see it on the Wichita Furniture Instant Replay. Brought to you by Clay. Good job, Clay.
2:39 to go in this first half as Gabe Dittmeyer looks to make it 41-7 with the extra point. We'll see what he can do here. And the snap, the hold, the kick, everything's good. So 41-7 our score, 2:39 left to go. You're watching Out Football on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
4D Landscaping and Irrigation has been providing top-rated professional landscape and irrigation services for the past 25 years. They take your vision for that perfect landscaping project for your home, new construction, or business and make it a reality with their easy financing options. You'll want to make sure to ask them about their seasonal services too. 4D Landscaping and Irrigation. Call 510-9983.
Come see us today at Wichita Furniture, where for a limited time we are having 50% off all living room furniture. That's right, all living room furniture is 50% off MSRP. So come in today and take advantage of this awesome deal. Wichita Furniture, off the corner of Cash Road and Fort Sill Boulevard.
.239 left to go in the second quarter. Elgin leads Duncan 41-7 after that short touchdown by Matthew Lund. And we're ready for another Wayne's drive-in kickoff. Come on, everybody. Let's go to Wayne's. Gabe Dittmeyer kicking off from his own 40. Good kick by Gabe. Going to be taken at about the 8-yard line. And it looks like Young is going to bring it up to about the 22. And, man, a mad scrum, almost like a rugby game there at around the 23, 24-yard line. So it's been kind of same old for Elgin offense, and I tell you what, when you and with all credit to Duncan's punters and kickers, and now we have a flag, and I'm not really sure what happened here.
That was probably one of those
said something maybe shouldn't have said.
One of those magic words.
Yeah, I don't want to name anybody, but we got a player down on the field. We're going to go to break. We'll be right back after this. You're watching Elgin Football on Oklahoma Sports Network.
Here at Classic Lawton Chevrolet, we love our community and we want to show our appreciation.
We offer savings for military, first responders, college students, and educators, giving back to those who give everything they've got.
What's in your driveway? You don't have to come onto the lot. We'll bring it to you.
Get a 360-degree view and video summary of every vehicle. Top dollar for your trade and even get pre-approved. ClassicChevyNation.com.
What's in your driveway?
Enjoy the difference.
When it comes to your home, you need someone that you can trust to keep it safe and protected for you and your family.
Vesta Foundation Solutions is your local, family-owned company that has helped many homeowners fix and protect their homes.
Our engineered solutions can take care of all of your foundation repair, basement waterproofing, concrete leveling, and dirt crawl space repair needs.
We take pride in getting the job done right, and you'll always be protected with up to a 75-year warranty.
Contact us today for a free estimate.
They say the best way to be a good neighbor is to know your neighbors and give a little help when they need it. And when you need a little, you can find help at Ace Hardware in Elgin. Not only do they offer everything from grills to flowers, paint, hardware, and tools, they offer experience to help guide you through the process. And they're happy to take the time to make sure you can do it right. Ace Hardware of Elgin. They're more than just a hardware store. They're your neighbors. Ace Hardware, 7796 Highway 277 in Elgin.
It's going to be first down for Duncan after that penalty it was thrown and after that player was helped off the field. So it's going to be deep in their own territory about the 15-yard line, and we can talk a little bit about that Wichita Furniture drive summary.
Yeah, started at the 37, so 63-yard drive, capped off by the 1-yard touchdown by Matt Lund.
It's going to be a handoff up the middle. No, it's going to be kept by Rice, and he's going to evade a defender and get a run past Josh Adesola, but not before Jack Angeli. Man, that is the second time tonight we've seen Jack track down a man almost 20 yards past the line of scrimmage. And honestly, I mean, that just goes to show you what an athlete he is for that D end.
Yeah, from his defensive end spot, I mean, he's able to move around and do a pretty good job of fighting to the ball and following the running backs deep downfield. So good job of him of continuing pursuit and swarm.
And it's going to be a pass again, and it's going to be caught. Nice catch there, and it's going to be not quite enough for the first down, but it was still a nice play there. It looked like it was that was White again, number 14, and his Pogue comes in for White.
Yeah, good job, though, right there. Kind of a good hands catch. A little bit high, but was able to secure it and gave him a little bit enough, get him just enough for the first down.
They got Couts lined up as like a tight end now, and now they've got a penalty. So a dead ball foul.
Yeah, it's kind of said. I mean, that's kind of been the Achilles heel of this offense. Kind of one step forward, 2 steps back. Get some good momentum going, and then they get a penalty and stop kind of some of their momentum. So fine with us here in the Elgin booth, though.
Yeah, not too bad. And they are this is just going to be under a minute 20, so closing in on a minute left in our first half.
Anybody out there is listening from Duncan and know how to turn the thermostat down in here, we appreciate it.
It's going to be Shea Spencer not only brought him down, was probably held while doing so. They're going to throw a flag, and we're going to see what happened here as he brought down Sawyer Rice. Shea tracking him down. We talked last week after that touchdown what a good athlete Shea is for his size. And we were talking with –
right there's another good example of it. I mean, like I said, getting held, but also had enough wherewithal to reach his big paw out there and trip up Sawyer Rice for the sack.
Now, we were talking to a member of our crew at Sadie Hightower who may or may not be related to Mr. Spencer, but said, she brought up kind of off the field, he's still got that personality, but he's a little more buttoned up. He's a little more, that switch flips when you get on the football field. Yeah. And he's definitely got the body to do it too, and definitely plays the game the right way. And that's going to be caught on that little pop pass, and he's going to be pushed out of bounds. Man, nice hit. It looked like there from Josh Adesola, while also Dylan Brown was tracking him down as well.
Yeah, pop pass right there. Good job kind of catching it behind his back almost.
Looked like Holthouse. I hope I'm saying that right. They're number 7 there, one of their seniors.
But, yeah, good, like I said, good job of him kind of tracking it and keeping his hands on it. But, yeah, going back to Shaq, I mean, there's a lot of players out there like that. I mean, it's kind of one of those Superman, Clark Kent, and like you say, once you kind of put the uniform on, you turn into a different animal. And
except for you. You were always an animal.
Oh, yeah. No, I was even worse when I put a uniform on.
It's going to be a pass play, and once again, rush coming, but he's going to evade the rush, but he's going to be forced out of bounds. Ritzenmeyer was coming at him, and man, when the Beastmaster, number 34, Ritzenmeyer's coming after you, you probably want to avoid.
Yeah, that was what they call a business decision. Yeah,
Dion used to make a few of those.
I'm going to step out of bounds right here. But good job by the whole defensive front right there. Jack was in there. I looked like Andre Crabtree was in there. So forcing him out of the pocket and brings up a 4th and 16 where they're going to punt it away again. Only 32 seconds left to go in your second quarter, your Ace Hardware second quarter.
And we've got Bertie Morrison back deep, and that punt is going to go sky high, and it looks like
takes a good Neiman roll, though.
And so that's going to roll down to about the 23-yard line. So that's where Elgin will start with 19 seconds left. Not sure what you can conjure up in that time, but we will see kind of what Chalmer Wyatt, Adam Castro, and then what they kind of have in mind.
Might try and maybe just get a run play here to Matt, see if he can pop something. If he doesn't, you just go on in the second half. If he pops a good one, then maybe you try and do a little bit more. But I think it will probably be a little conservative with a huge lead like this. Like I said, you're just waiting to see, like I said, if Matt could potentially pop one.
It's going to be a handoff to Matt, and he's going to break it up the middle, breaks through a little ankle tackle.
I think you'll watch us go to halftime with that one.
And, yeah, with that, 8-7-6, and they are going to let that go. So we head to halftime. Our score, Elgin 41, Duncan 7. You're watching Owl Football on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Are you ready to find your dream home?
Let's find it together.
We can help you find that perfect home and walk you through the buying process.
Or maybe you just want to sell your home. We can help with that too.
Hi, I'm Pam.
And I'm Barry. We've been helping buyers and sellers for 21 years.
Together, we could help you sell your home.
We're not bragging, we're just applying for a job.
Arrow Sign Company has been serving Oklahoma and surrounding states for over 60 years. As a family-owned business, our focus has always been on driving people to your door, not just selling you a sign. From custom sign design and manufacturing to installation and service, Arrow Sign has the knowledge and experience to deliver the ideal sign for you while using materials of the highest quality to ensure that your sign will look great for years and years to come. We design and manufacture our signs for longevity, so you get the greatest return on investment possible. Arrow Sign Company, helping your business thrive since 1955.
Back live from Duncan, where Elgin has staked a 41-7, not 47-1. That would be weird. 41-7 lead over the Duncan Demons in this Week 8 matchup, as both Matt Lund and Ritzenmeyer have 2 touchdowns apiece. We also have a couple.
Trace has
a couple of touchdown passes. And so, as we have the Corey Eastlick Farmers Insurance Halftime Show as your local farmers agent right next to All-American Bank, she can help customers like you identify the insurance coverage that best fits your needs. With 18 years experience in the industry, she has the knowledge and tools to help you better understand your coverage. Call Corey Eastlick, 580-492-5547. Now, the Duncan band is getting ready to go. Now, we do not have a crowd mic tonight for the halftime performance, but, you obviously anytime you have a 41-7 lead, you don't want to call it boring, but at this point it almost feels ho-hum for kind of Elgin fans because this is what they've gotten used to seeing all season long.
Well, the one thing that's a little bit different tonight, like I said, you haven't seen Matt and Ritson really have any of those huge big plays. They've kind of done a good job of bottling those guys up. But in turn, what's happened is we've kind of opened up that passing game some. Seen obviously the deep touchdown to Trey Crabtree early in the first quarter, and then obviously the deep one to Michael Adesola later in the game in the second quarter. So it's kind of opened up kind of those deep balls. So it's good to see Trace connect on some of those. Because, like I said, that's something that we'll need moving forward into those two big ones in the next couple of weeks and then into the playoffs if we're fortunate enough to get there. Well, at this point, I don't know. If we clinched a spot, I mean,
you know how I am with math. I'm not entirely sure. I was wondering that myself because
we're the only undefeated.
The only undefeated. I would think now it will.
And I mean, clinch. What I mean by is potentially the 4 spot. I mean,
right, just
got a lot of
clinching
football
a playing
left to be played.
spot. Yeah, I think that's right because I'm not sure if anybody in this district is going to get in with more than two or three losses, and 3 losses is the most that Elgin could have in district at this point.
And we'd have to let this.
We'd have to let this one get away.
Yeah.
God, that would. Let's not think about that. It's going to be. Yeah, these last 2 weeks are going to be real interesting to kind of see how,
where we stack up.
Just how good. And it's really, I keep thinking that each week that we see a big game, and with the exception perhaps of that Guthrie-Carl Albert game last night, it feels like each week when there is a big matchup or a potentially a significant matchup, you say, well, we will learn a lot after this one. And then after a couple more weeks, you're like, what did we learn? Because just because a team looks really good one week doesn't mean they're going to look the same the next week. Case in point, Lawton MacArthur, I was there live with Eric Sherem during that game last week. If you had told me, hey, this team is going to not only beat El Reno, but hold them to, I think, 7 or 14 points.
Yeah.
And, by the way, going to blow them out. I don't know if I would have believed you at the time because, and I know Coach Manning very well. He knows me. He knows I don't mean any malice by this. The tackling was poor. The execution was poor. I think he would agree with me. They just did not look like a team that wanted to be there when they played Midwest City, and then they were able to just sniff that out and just beat the bejeebus out of the Indians last night. And
rolling into that one, we would not have thought it would have went the way that it went. You're exactly right there. I mean, and like you said, I mean, If
Midwest City plays the way that they played against Lawton MacArthur, that game in Week 10, 2 weeks from now for Elgin, I mean, buckle up, Cowboy, because that's going to be one of the toughest games you've played, the toughest game you've played all year. And if Lawton MacArthur comes in next weekend and plays the way they played last night, who knows what happens. So you cannot take anybody lightly, and I know the coaches aren't going to let them do that, but, this isn't just, I feel like I've let, a little Freudian slip here every now and then about, here's what Elgin will look like in their playoff. This district is not won. This district has not been won yet. You cannot just take for granted that just because they have not been beaten yet, that they cannot be beaten. And I hope Elgin fans, are enjoying this ride, but also know, it can be derailed very quickly. And don't, there are other good football teams in this state outside of Elgin, Oklahoma.
Well, and MacArthur next week's going to come in with a lot of fight. I mean, last year obviously a great game, won at the end with the great catch and things like that. So I mean, obviously they're going to come in there hungry. And then obviously last night they were able to take care of business against El Reno, did a good job of stopping Nicholson. So that, like I said, I mean, they're a lot better football team than we potentially thought maybe after that Midwest City game. So it'll be an interesting one next week against those guys, and then it'll be an even more interesting one potentially against Midwest City in that Week 10 because we've got to travel up there. It'll be the first time we go up to Midwest City, so that'll be an interesting deal to go up there and have to play them on the road. So, like I said, a lot of football left to be played. This one, 41-7 here at halftime. Probably going to take care of this one. So, like I said, but the great thing about it is at the end of the day, 2 weeks left to go in the regular season, and you control your own destiny. So you couldn't have put yourself in a better position if you're the Elgin Owls than where they are right now. And but you got to put this thing to bed tonight. Got to hopefully come out of here healthy. Next week, Peyton should be back, so we should be at full go outside of Trey Harris. But we should be full go for that MacArthur game. And like I said, that's going to be a crazy one. It's going to be senior night, last home game, potentially for the seniors. Hopefully they're able to get some more playoff games at home. Mm-hmm. But got to take care of business in these next couple of weeks to secure that playoff home spot.
Yeah, it's we're obviously doing some scoreboard watching in terms of what is happening not just in our own district, but also, teams that we might face. Now, that District 2 that is kind of our bunkmate, the teams that are there.
Yeah, there's 4 in the top 10.
There's 4 in the top 10. And then also you have to remember that kind of like this district, it's pretty top-heavy.
Yeah.
There's 3 or 4 very good teams, and there's kind of everybody else. And
well,
so Bishop McGuinness, you might say, well, I want to know how McGuinness is doing tonight. They're playing Oklahoma City Southeast. Spoiler alert, they're winning big. It's 56-0 at halftime.
Well, there's only 7 teams in that district.
That's true.
So they do have. Yes. So there's one less in that district than most districts. So you will see them play a non-district game kind of during the middle of district play.
Correct.
But like you said, yeah, I mean they're very top heavy. But those 4 in the top, I mean, are. Like I said, all 4 of them are in the top 10. And last year, when they matched up against our district, they went 4-0.
Yeah.
So, obviously, whatever you finish in this district, you got to play those guys. Like I said, the way it's kind of leaning right now, if we can get that 1 spot or 2 spot and get that home playoff game, we'll likely play either Piedmont or Bishop McGuinness. And that's going to be a tough game no matter what.
I mean, Piedmont has 1 loss on the year. Now, to be fair, they still have yet to play McGuinness and Carl Albert.
Right.
But, Guthrie, we saw how good Guthrie can be. We saw how good Carl Albert can be. We're going to really find out a lot about Piedmont, I feel like, the next few weeks. That's a team that ran all over Midwest City last year in Midwest City. I think scored 60 points on them, and that's a team that still runs kind of that flex bone offense. I mean, they run the ball a lot. If you're able to put up 60 points with a run-heavy offense, that tells me something.
That's doing work.
Yeah, that is doing work. That is those are big boy yards.
Right.
And so it's going to be intriguing just to see kind of, in Midwest City did win their game this week as well. I believe played Altus, won that one pretty easily. But currently in our district, just before halftime, Noble leads Altus 49-7, as Collinsville leads Grove 14-10. Claremore and Bishop Kelly are tied at halftime. That's a big one. And then not too far down the road, Cash is up 30-0 on John Marshall in the second quarter of that one. So but we are going to talk a little bit more about that when we come back. You're watching Elgin football on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Goodbye, paperwork. Hello, convenience. Farewell, waiting. Hello, personal service. Catch you later, dreaming. Hello, planning. Buy your dream home, connect with a personal banker, and easily schedule an appointment with digital tools from Arvest Bank. Goodbye limits, hello possibilities.
At Miller Noble Heating and Air Conditioning, we offer preventative maintenance agreements, summer tune-ups, and service calls. During the summer, when your air conditioner breaks, you have to give us a call. Well, with preventative maintenance agreements, it prevents that. We go out, service the air conditioners, and prep them so they don't fail on you in the peak time of the year. The U.S. Department of Energy states that you can save up to 30% of your utility bill by having your system properly maintained.
Are you looking for more than just a job? Bar S Foods in Lawton offers a career with a competitive starting wage, opportunity for advancement, life and health insurance, including medical, dental, and vision, as well as 401k retirement plan. At Bar S, you can be proud of a company that gives back to the community. But most of all, you can take pride from making a quality product. Bar S Foods, making the best tasting hot dogs and smoked sausages, the food America likes to eat. So come be a part of a winning team and start your path to success today.
Becker Raybon Funeral Home has been serving the funeral needs of Southwest Oklahoma since 1940 and is owned by the Raybon family. We believe family ownership makes a great difference in the care and service your family receives. Their staff is eager to find ways to assist you. Whether it's with live streaming or benefit assistance, we can help. When it comes to measuring personal levels of service, there are other funeral homes, and then there is ours. Becker Raybon Funeral Home, 1502 Fort Sill Boulevard.
Bank First is uniquely Oklahoman. deeply rooted in over 50 communities statewide. From those roots, our investment in education springs forth, helping to raise the Oklahoma leaders of tomorrow while providing financial strength to the business leaders of today. That's the kind of loyalty that helps entire communities thrive. Bank First. Loyal to Oklahoma. Loyal to you.
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. And finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed. Because your success is our success.
Scott's House of Flowers in Elgin has been proud to serve Elgin and the surrounding area with a wide variety of flowers and gifts for all occasions. Come see them for great gift ideas, including the exclusive Tyler candles. And who couldn't resist Sweet Shop USA, featuring handmade grand truffles. Scott's House of Flowers, just off Highway 277 in Elgin. Delivery available, or stop by for easy pickup. Phone 492-4880. Scott's House of Flowers.
At Firehouse Subs, a portion of every purchase helps provide life-saving equipment to first responders across the country. So at Firehouse Subs, we don't just make subs. We make subs that are big, bold, and craveable. We make our subs differently because our subs make a difference. Whether you order online or on our app, Firehouse Subs Rapid Rescue to Go will have your subs boxed, bagged, and ready for pickup. Firehouse Subs. Enjoy more subs. Save more lives.
College is about more than just a degree.
It's a journey that will shape your future and change your life. That's why MSU Texas provides a place to find your passion,
to connect with others,
and discover who you truly are.
We're dedicated to providing a well-rounded education that prepares you for a variety of careers.
You'll have everything you need to pursue your dreams at MSU Texas.
Start your journey. For more information, visit msutexas.edu.
And we're back here at Halliburton Stadium. It's still at your halftime. Still 4 minutes and 40 seconds left to go at halftime. You're watching the Corey Eastlick Farmers Insurance Halftime Show. As your local farmer's agent right next to All-American Bank, she can help customers like you identify the insurance coverage that best fits your needs. This process is straightforward and personalized to help make you smarter about insurance. With 18 years experience in the industry, she has the knowledge and tools to help you better understand your coverage options, whether that's auto, home, life, renters, business insurance, and more. Give her a call at 580-492-5547. Yeah, your Elgin Owls are up 41-7 here at halftime with about 4 minutes left to go before the halftime break is over. Looking forward to the second half. You're watching Elgin Owl football on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Scooters Coffee, world-class coffee rooted in quality, with 2 locations to serve you, in Lawton and Elgin. Wake up to the amazing aroma of quality, from their hot and iced drinks to blenders, smoothies, teas, to even their great food delights. Or why not try their at-home coffees or coffee on the go? Locally owned and operated, Scooters in Lawton and Elgin. Scooters, rooted in quality.
It's real red wine vinegar and olive oil blend. It's called the Juice. And at Jersey Mike's, it adds that jazz to your sub. flavor zing with the juice. Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
Step into the best chapter of your life, one with rheumatology care from a provider who focuses on your well-being and getting you back to what matters most. Dr. Shahzad is dedicated to building long-lasting relationships based on trust and medical integrity with every single patient. Schedule your telemedicine appointment today. Don't let rheumatoid arthritis or other inflammatory conditions stop you from enjoying life. MMG, the power of many for the benefit of one.
When it comes to your health, you want and deserve the best. You want a hospital with the highest quality scores in the region and one that provides safe, excellent care. Southwestern Medical Center has been a part of this community for 115 years and has a history of delivering compassionate, skilled health care to Lawton and Fort Sill. Choose the hospital that has always put the health of this community first. Southwestern Medical Center. Be well. Live well. That's why we're here.
Southwest Foot and Ankle Clinic has specialized in the medical and surgical treatment of the foot and ankle for the past 40 years. And they provide all treatments under one roof. From x-rays, radial pulse therapy treatment, to surgical treatments, all with one goal in mind: providing the highest quality medical care with good old-fashioned Oklahoma compassion. Call to set up an appointment today. Southwest Foot and Ankle. 580-357-8720.
Lawton's newest hangout, 5370 Northwest Cash Road. A family-friendly atmosphere featuring their award-winning pizza and calzone, made fresh daily from their secret family recipe. With handcrafted burgers, wings, appetizers, salad, and homemade desserts, including deep-fried banana pudding. Come hang out with us. The Hangout, 5370 Northwest Cash Road in Lawton.
Sidelined by surgery, illness, injury? Valor Physical Therapy can help. At Valor PT, our skilled therapists create a rehabilitation program individualized for you, with education and encouragement each step of the way. Whether it's sports or the activities of life, let Valor get you back in the game. Start now at 405-265-6449. No referral needed. Mention Oklahoma Sports Network and get a free t-shirt at your first appointment.
We're back. About 2 minutes or so left in halftime. 41-7 our score. Elgin leads Duncan. And that was the Corey Eastlake halftime show, halftime band performance, even though we didn't have the Elgin band perform today, or didn't have a crowd mic at least. So,
no, they didn't perform.
Oh, they didn't perform.
Nope,
Okay,
nope.
They didn't make the trek out today.
They're here.
They just didn't perform.
Yeah, they came over here and watched the Demon Band do their thing, and good sportsmanship.
I was going to say two really good marching bands
Yeah.
between the two communities.
Yes.
They take it very seriously here. So, Vincent, you got to talk with our own David Dillingham. Got some stats for us. What's kind of been the story of the first half so far?
We kind of talked a little bit about Matt being kind of bottled up, but he still has 75 yards on 9 carries, 2 touchdowns. Ritzenmeyer, 4 carries for 34 yards and 2 touchdowns. Trace is 7 for 9 for 170 yards and 2 touchdowns. Trey Crabtree has 85 yards receiving in the 1 touchdown, and Mike has 1 touchdown and has 3 catches for 54 yards. Defense, like I said, has done a good job all night outside of that one drive that gave up the touchdown on. But outside of that, now Duncan has kind of shot themselves in the foot a little with some penalties here and there that have made some drives kind of start a little bit behind the sticks. But should be a good second half. Like I said, the biggest thing is you want to kind of make sure you handle business. We've kind of had a lot of these second halves so far this year. Want to make sure get some young kids in there, but also want to make sure that you come out of here injury-free for those two big games coming up in the next 2 weeks against MacArthur and Midwest City.
No, you're 100% right. And, of course, Duncan got the ball to start the game, so we're going to see Elgin get the ball.
Probably see the starters come out on the first drive, see what they can do. And then after that, might start seeing some younger kids pile in here and there. Ritson and Kaysen down there doing some brotherly handshakes.
You love to see it.
See if we can get Jensen in on it and make all three of them. First grade's got a big game. First and second grade, Coach Cody Rouse on our podcast this week. First and second grade's got a big one in the playoffs tomorrow against Tuttle at Newcastle.
Oh, wow.
Then the rest of the crew, I think third, fourth, and sixth, or third, fourth, and fifth maybe, play at Elgin tomorrow. So come out and see the youngsters, the future of Elgin football.
Yeah, Saturdays aren't just for college football.
No. 1 week away from the potential Super Bowl, so hopefully some of our teams can win this week and make it into the Little League Super Bowl.
Well, and let's be honest, I don't think those teams could do what they do if not for the awesome cheer teams cheering them on.
Well, yeah. First and second grade coach is pretty near and dear to my heart.
Yeah.
Pretty hot lady. My wife.
I was going to say, do we need to clarify so that people don't get confused? And so it looks like Delgado is going to kick off for the
Demons.
And it's going to be another Wayne's Drive-In kickoff. Wayne's Drive-In, 2 locations in Lawton. Come on, everybody, let's go to Wayne's. And our third quarter sponsor is going to be the Lawton Fraternal Order of Police. So they will be our third quarter sponsor tonight. They serve the community all the time. And nice little kick, and it's going to kind of corner and then bounce. And, man, nice little coffin corner there, and it's going to be picked up, looked by Ritson, and he's just going to bowl over one guy and then be brought down right around the 20. Man, that was some brilliant kind of angle work and, backspin, almost like a golf shot or something like that there from Delgado.
I mean, it was a smart decision by Ritson to not catch it because it looked like he was going to go out of bounds. But like you said, it kind of did a little hop back into the field.
He's honestly lucky it died because how many times have we seen this year a player think the ball is going to go out of bounds and say, I'm going to do the smart thing and let it go, and then it bounces up, and then the opponent can grab it because it's not a dead ball.
Live ball, right.
So, good play there by Ritson. Played it smart, played it well, and so now 1st and 10 from about the 20. It's going to be a handoff to Matt Lund. He's going to juke and drive and make his way up the middle. He's going to be to the 50. He's got one man to beat. Can he beat him to the 30? He's going to try and stiff arm him, and he's going to be brought down at the 20.
But right there, that shows what kind of athlete Sawyer Rice is. Was able to hang. Not many people so far this year they've been able to run with Matt in the open field, but good job of blocking by the offensive line right there. Creates a big, huge play on first down. Haven't seen him get loose much tonight. Did have 75 yards in the first half, so obviously that puts him well over 100 yards now for the game.
It felt like just a matter of time before that happened, and you already talked about kind of letting some guys get some playing time that maybe don't always. It looks like we see Colin Druckowitz already out there towards the far sideline. Is this 3 wide receiver formation on 1st and 10 from the 21. It's going to be handoff up the middle. Matt Lund going to be dragged down, and it looked like one of the Duncan players there on the line, made the play there. I believe, it didn't really get a number there, but
5-yard gain though, there by Matt.
Yeah.
Ritson's now coming in to spell him. Might have been his last carry of the night, but we'll see. Now we're in the Scooters red zone.
Yeah.
Scooters coffee. Scoot on around is what they say when you order.
Good to know. I'll have to say it when I go there next time. And we're going to see Laura roll out to his right. He's going to throw to the end zone. It's going to be almost picked off, batted away by the defensive back for Duncan, who is now down on the ground.
Yeah, Brody kind of had to play defensive back right there. Probably won Trace once back, threw it into a little bit of coverage there, but got a man down, so we'll take the timeout with him. You're watching Elgin Owl football on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Quickly, 3rd and 5. Trace Lori going to drop back. He's going to look. He's going to throw towards the sideline. It is going to be picked off this time. Now the ball is loose. And now we're going to have a mad scramble for the ball. We're going to see kind of what happens there, and they're going to give the ball back to Duncan. So we have, we've given Trace so much praise for limiting his turnovers. Only 2 interceptions on the season. There's number 3, and I think he was looking. It was almost one of those Superman plays where I can fit it in that hole. Watch me. And,
I think he was trying to get it over that guy and behind him, but threw it kind of right to him there. And like I said, 3rd interception on the year. Don't like to see that one, but like I said, I mean, if you got 23, I'll take 23 touchdowns and 3 interceptions. I mean, completing over 70% of his passes, but
pretty good ratios.
Pretty good ratio, but like I said, definitely want that one back.
1st and 10 now, and the handoff's going to be up the middle, and going to be met by the front wall of that Elgin defense, including Colin Donnelly, Shea Spencer, the usual suspects, it seems.
Yeah, good job right there, stonewalling him up front. Colin comes from his linebacker spot, kind of untouched, and gets another tackle added to his total.
As soon as I said usual suspects, I was going to say, was Kaiser Soze there on that play? I'm glad you got that reference. I don't think anybody else in this press box will. It's going to be a keeper by the quarterback, Rice, and he's going to be brought down. And guess who? Number 77, Big Shea Spencer.
Yeah, just quarterback kind of power right there, kind of following his running back into the hole, but Shea was there to meet him and place him down on the ground nicely.
It's going to be 3rd down now.
Good job by the defense there on the sudden change. Creating 2 lost yardage plays.
Well, and I think Duncan's kind of trying to figure out what formation they want to get in. Now they got Pogue back in the game, and going to have 2 wide receivers to the right, 1 to the left of Rice. Quarterback rolling out, and he's going to be chased down. And is he brought down before he threw it? I guess they're going to say that he was. Ritzenmeyer nearly had a safety there. Man, he was coming with his hair on fire.
Yeah, good job, though, by the quarterback there, scrambling out of pressure and getting the ball out to make it an incomplete pass. Ritson kind of coming from his linebacker spot there, trying to chase him down for the safety.
Yeah, man, he has absolutely just been
all over the field tonight.
All over the field tonight.
Brody Morrison back deep.
There's going to be the punt, and it's going to be a knuckler, and it's going to bounce high, and they're going to let it touch him right around the 40. So that is where Elgin will start back up on offense, and it looks like trying to figure out who all is going to come on out there for that one. It looks like Trace is not. Trace is still kind of by himself there on the sideline. So is Matt. So it looks like we are going to see some of the second teamers come in. I would expect to see somebody like Caden Belletto or Jackson Sutherland pretty soon. So
Kason Meyer looks like he's coming out as well.
Yep.
Cole Andrakowitz.
Yep.
Braxton Antuna. Braxton's going to get some carries tonight.
Looks like we're seeing maybe some Zayden Roberts and Tristan Kephart in there as well.
Caden Tompkins at the tight end spot.
And it's going to be a pop pass to Meyer, and Kason Meyer is going to be brought down after about a couple of yards rather on that play. Yeah, you've got a Kason, a Caden, and a Zayden all on the field at the same time, and it's very confusing. Maybe I'm just old, and I
You want a Bill, a Steve, and a Bob.
Yearn for the days of why can't we all just have a Josh and a Billy and I don't know. It's going to be 2nd and 9, and it's going to be handoff, and it's going to be Tuna. He's going to run up, a couple yards there for Braxton.
Yeah, I got about 3 yards right there. Going to bring up a 3rd and medium or so. Braxton's got a lot of carries so far this year.
Yeah, he really has.
Good to see him getting, like I said, some carries, and he's done some good things for us. So, like I said, the future is bright. Tatanippa also gets some talent. Tatanippa also gets some carries here and there in the second half. And then, obviously, Ritson only being a sophomore, so the running back room, I know we're losing the all-time leading rusher in school history next year, but looks like the running back room is still filled with talent.
3rd and 7 now. Boletto going to drop back. He's going to fire one down the sideline. It's going to be just out of the reach of Trayvon Crabtree, it looked like.
Yeah, I probably want to put a little bit more air under that one and let Trayvon run under it. But not a bad throw right there at all from Caden.
Pretty good arm for Boletto. Not too many freshmen can throw like that.
No, like I said, I was at practice Wednesday for a little while. I like the way the ball comes out of his hand. Like I said, he's getting a little bit more confidence now that he's getting a little bit more playing time in here. So, like I said, Trace has got another year as well. But him and Jackson should be fun to watch that competition in a couple years.
High snap brought down by Colin Donnelly, and it's going to bounce inside the 5 where it is down. So good punt from Colin Donnelly.
Good job by Bryce Martin getting down there and catching it on the one hop. Going to force it inside of the 5-yard line.
So with 7:10 to go in our third quarter, score still 41-7. Elgin leads. As the Demons come back out on offense, set to take over 1st and 10 at their own 3-yard line.
Still have a lot of the starters in on defense.
Yeah.
Dylan Brown on the outside here, filling in nicely tonight for Peyton.
Josh Adesola with the receiver towards the bottom of your screen, but it's going to be a run play anyways, and they're going to bring it up the middle, a couple of yards. And, between the color scheme and the number font, I just really haven't had much luck reading which players have the ball for Duncan. It's
not ideal.
No. But it really hasn't mattered a whole lot since Elgin has built that early lead and built upon it. So the Owls up 41-7 as we creep towards the midway point of this third quarter already. Not too many passes in this quarter, so it's been going by pretty fast. And going to be a pass over the middle, and Josh Adesola kind of in there to disrupt the momentum there that could have been a complete pass.
Yeah, good job of breaking on the ball right there on the slant route and kind of cut in front of the receiver. Did a good job of knocking that one down to the ground. Now, Josh is fielding nice. Yeah. Trey was having a great year, and unfortunately had a little bit of the injury, and so Josh has filled in nicely for Brody in that game a couple of weeks ago at the safety spot. Just to let y'all know, we got a running clock here in the second half, and so that's why it's kind of moving a little bit faster than you would think.
And he's going to throw towards the sideline. Good catch. And then Bryce Martin, I believe. That was Dylan Brown.
Yeah. Picks up the first down right there. Good job on the deep out route right there. It's one of the toughest throws to make in football, and good job of getting it out to the sideline, and good catch and throw.
Yeah,
so Sawyer Rice is not a bad player back there. Only a sophomore, so it'll be interesting to see how he develops in the next couple years for these Demons.
And like a lot of teams, they've had a tendency in past years, Duncan has, unless you have a guy that just from a certain age, that kid is going to be the quarterback at this high school. They've had a lot of kids that maybe were different positions or just pick the best athlete and move them to quarterback. It's kind of what they did with Couts, and Rice is obviously one of their best athletes and going to be pretty good, I feel like, for years to come as he runs towards the right side, and he's going to be pressured out of bounds as Josh Adesola came running in.
Yeah, Dylan Brown kind of got held up on the outside. Didn't get the holding call, but kind of got held up and lost a little bit of contain there. And good job of Rice getting on the outside and getting some positive yards there.
One thing that I feel like has really impressed me about this team, and not just the talent that Elgin has had, but the cohesion. These players really do care about each other and really like each other. And, you got people of all different age groups. If you're Matt Lund and you see a Ritson Meyer coming in, you might feel threatened. Instead, he's really, oh, gosh. Well, that was violent, Mr. Donnelly. Good gravy.
Yes. If we can get that one, Clay. Met directly in the hole and kind of that head snapping back. Wichita Furniture replay. Thanks, Clay, for getting that one in for us. But yeah, great job by Colin filling that hole right there and laying the boom. Even though it was a first down run, he was able to pick up enough yardage for the first down, but
I think
he's going to think
there,
about that one again.
Yeah, I think right there, not only might I submit that for our plays of the week, I feel like Colin should just snip that and just submit it for every All-State team for perpetuate. Like, oh, you want to see how good I am? Watch that.
Well, and that's exactly how you fill a hole, and it's exactly how it was a form tackle. And
what's the term that we've always used? That gap discipline.
Yeah.
He met that gap right then,
yeah.
and really was where he needed to be right when he needed to be there, and just stuck him.
Another first down run for little to no yardage.
Our camera person, Sadie Hightower, just nodding in agreement. Just yes, he did stick him. I think she was celebrating more than any of us when Colin made that hit. It was just fun. You love to see guys. I know that player health and all that. Obviously, you don't want to see anybody get hurt, and luckily nobody was hurt in that play. But a good hit is a good hit, and it deserves respect. And it looks like he's going to try and juke and drive, and not going to get anywhere.
Yeah, just that quarterback power again. Good job by Jack of bounce.
Yeah,
Ritson comes up a little bit.
Ritson coming up a little bit limp, and I'm not really sure. Yeah.
Here comes his brother to spell him. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah.
But yeah, good job of Jack kind of forcing that to cut back to the inside. Like I said, not always does the guy that makes the best play make the tackle.
Sure.
There's certain different things like Jack and Shea sometimes have to keep contained. So their sole job is to make sure that guy cuts underneath them, and then that allows Ritson and Colin to scrape from their inside position to get those big hits.
Colin coming up the middle, and he's going to drill the linebacker.
There goes Kason
Meyer. He's going to pick it off, and he's going to run it back for the touchdown.
Woo! That was all brought on by the pressure right there from Colin Donnelly. Big hit on the quarterback, but Kaysen does a good job from his inside linebacker spot of using his ball skills and catching it and finding his way into the end zone for the pick six. Touchdown Owls. That makes it 47-7. All Elgin tonight.
Ritson has had a pick six this year, and Kaysen said, anything you can do,
I can do better, big bro.
That wasn't 97 yards, but
but he'll take it.
He'll take it. That was beautiful.
Sure.
And we're going to see the extra point by Gabe Dittmeyer is up. It is good. 48-7 our score, 1:46 to go in the third. You're watching Elgin Al Football on Oklahoma Sports Network.
Lawton Community Health Center's high-quality health care is convenient to wherever you are in the region. We're here for you, whether it's our main clinic on Southwest Lee Boulevard or any of our other locations in Lawton. LCHC has additional clinics in Marlow, Comanche, Cache, Medicine Park, Apache, Elgin, and Burns Flat, with more on the way. Enjoy peace of mind knowing quality care from experienced providers is always available. LCHC, your hometown healthcare.
Gabe Dittmeyer on to kick it off once again. 1:46 to go in our third quarter. Elgin leads Duncan 48-7 after that pick six by Kaysen Meyer. And another Wayne's drive-in kickoff. Come on, everybody.
Let's go to Wayne's.
Gabe Dittmeyer going to kick off, and it's going to be a pretty darn good kick. Going to be taken out about the 10-yard line. He's going to drift to about the 20 to the 25 and going to drift through some more, and he's going to have a blocker, and he's going to take it to the right sideline. Bryce Martin going to go for the ankles and bring him down. Great pursuit by Bryce, but that was not before. A really good return, I believe, by Sincere Young, number 11, and he immediately goes to the table.
Yeah, just a good little return right there. Kind of got out of our lanes as a kick coverage team, and he found a way to the outside. Good job by Bryce Martin, though, of chasing him down.
Now we do have Ritzenmeyer back in the game. I think he saw Casey.
Yeah, he's like,
no,
I'm fine.
Like, no.
I'm good. I'm good. I'm not coming out again, brother.
You ain't stealing my thunder.
So 1:23 and counting left to go here in the third quarter. Like I said, got the running clock going on here in the second half.
Throw towards the sideline. Good catch, but knocked away, man.
Good job.
Josh Adesola popped it loose.
Yeah, good job of Josh coming up on that quick little hitch route and getting there kind of right when the ball was getting caught, and does a good job of using his hands, fighting through. Kind of a drill that they worked on a ton. Coach O and the defensive backs are working on a ton Wednesday at practice, so good to see it translate to the field as well. Jackson Sutherland in that one of those linebacker spots.
Yeah, it looked like the ball was right in the hands of Davion Carr, number 22, and then Josh that is a perfect form tackle, son. I just popped it loose as a couple of wide receivers go to the left. Rice in the backfield as Couts comes in motion. It's going to be a design QB keeper, and then out of nowhere, Braxton Antuna. That's too much tuna.
Good job of Braxton right there, fighting through the block and getting to Sawyer's knees, getting him down to the ground for lost yardage play.
Yeah,
should probably take us to the fourth
be
quarter.
Last play of the third quarter.
And that'll do it.
So at the end of 3 quarters, your score, Elgin 48, Duncan 7. You're watching Elgin football on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Coast Technology Group helps you feel safe and secure utilizing simple, reliable technology. Allow our team of experts to help you design the right system with high-definition surveillance cameras, cutting-edge smart alarm systems, and thoughtfully designed access control for your home or business. Work, sleep, and play with confidence, knowing CTG is your technology partner.
Your job can get dirty. You need a solution. At Waste Solutions, we offer front-end loaders, roll-off containers, and dumpsters for any job, large or small. We also provide residential trash services for Lawton's outlying communities. We've got a solution for small businesses, contractors, construction companies, and everybody in between. We're a locally owned company, and we've been serving our community for 21 years. We love Southwest Oklahoma, and we take care of our own. Every dirty problem has a solution. Waste Solutions. Click or call today.
Fourth quarter starting, and our fourth quarter is going to start here with Rice being tackled, almost tackled. He's going to evade. He's going to throw it deep Johnny Manziel style, and he's going to get rid of it. And I think Colin was wondering, is that not, intentional grounding? But I believe he got out of the tackle box, and, he threw it past the line of scrimmage. But it's going to bring up fourth down.
Yeah, definitely outside the tackle box. Ritson kind of running back there with him and wasn't able to get the shoestring tackle, but good job of him of getting out of that. And
Lawton Firefighters Association is your fourth quarter sponsor. Thank you to the LFA. They serve us.
4th and 12 here from the 45. 11:15 and counting. Like I said, have the running clock here in the second half, so even though that was an incomplete pass out of bounds, the clock still continues to run.
So
make this fourth quarter fairly quickly.
We're going to have four wide receivers. Rice going to drop back. He's going to try to evade pressure, but you're not going to evade Jack Angeli. Agent Zero there to take him down.
Big sack right there by Jack. Glad to see him get one tonight. He's been in the backfield all night. Not sure if he had one up until that point, but he's been back there all night causing havoc and gets the big sack there for the turnover on downs.
And, Jack's numbers, and again, I want to be clear, kind of what you said earlier about contain. think it's ridiculous when we have this notion that a defensive end's worth is only based on his sack numbers.
Yeah, no.
But Jack's sack numbers really went up towards the end of last year because, in those last couple of games against Midwest City and MacArthur, he had some of his best games of the year. So who knows what will happen in the next couple of weeks, but he's really played so well all season. As we see on first down, we're going to see Bryce Martin busted up the middle. And now we talk about that MacArthur game next week, and I don't know if it's incumbent upon us, but I mentioned last year that Reggie Fisher, who played at MacArthur and does some of the radio stuff in Lawton, he said that game was so competitive between Elgin and MacArthur. He said, "Man, this is a true rivalry. They've only played each other once." Because we need a name for this rivalry. I'm like, I'm not creative enough. Like,
no,
I was not in charge of my own headlines most of the time as a newspaper writer because I wasn't creative enough.
I'll come up with one.
We'll
before
come up with
next
something
week.
in the next week. Yeah,
I don't think Reggie's going to be doing that game next week on the radio. I think that's the radio game of the week or whatever station he does it. I think he's going to be doing it with Randy Muirhead as a guest.
Oh man, and
as a guest commentator as well, bringing back the old school Elgin duo that used to do the games several years ago.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Hannah's also going to be on the call with them as well. So
oh wow.
I'm not sure where they're going to be in the stadium, but looking forward to seeing those guys and looking forward to having MacArthur come to the house.
Yeah.
And we got the big pep rally as well on Thursday night, senior night. So we'll also try and bring you all the festivities related to senior night and 12, 13 kids on the team.
Yeah, I think we counted 12 earlier, 12 seniors on this team, and so many of them play quite a big role in this team. As we're going to see 3rd and 4, low snap, Boleto controls it, and he's going to try to scramble out of it, and he's not going to do it.
Yeah, I think that was supposed to be an outside zone play there to Bryce Martin, but good job by Caden of getting the snap on the ground and just making the most out of what he could after the snap. So it looks like Colin's going to come in and punt this one away.
Yeah, you're right. I kind of forgot. Reggie Fisher did some of the games for Elgin for a while.
Reggie and Randy were
big guy with OSN for a while. I remember got to know Reggie my first year at the Constitution when we covered Lawton Eisenhower games, riding with him, talking college and high school football, and that. It's going to be a fair catch down about the 13, I believe, Pogue there as he tosses the ball to the ref. So when you look at the
Wichita Furniture schedule.
Yeah, the schedule brought to you by Wichita Furniture. We've been through 7, almost 8 weeks now, and then you've got MacArthur on senior night, and then you got Midwest City, and again, the kind of Jekyll and Hyde nature of some of those teams, you really don't know what to expect, and you cannot. I think I talked to Coach Wyatt. He still feels confident that his team is good enough to do whatever they wanted to, whatever it is they have in front of them. But there's no cupcakes left.
And coming into the season, we knew those last 2 weeks were going to kind of be a make or break part of the season. We were kind of the top 3 listed in most preseason rankings and things like that. So knew that those 2 were going to be big. Glad that we got here 8-0. Last year we got to those games, 7-1, Clay, with the Noble loss. So kind of almost in the same position that we were last year, just 1 game better. So looking forward to kind of seeing what we can do against that MacArthur team. Last year was a crazy, crazy game. So looking forward to having those guys at our own house this year.
Clay, I just want to remind you that he was the one who brought up the Noble loss, not me, okay? The look in Clay's eyes when you were like, hey, did you lose to Noble last year? I forgot. Do you want to relive that in your brain? Gosh, man. Come on.
I apologize about that, Clay. It's okay.
Clay Underhill, of course, our producer, was the lineman on last year's team. And, that's been the nice thing about this team is no losses means no bad memories thus far.
Thus far,
and,
yes.
It's all happy-go-lucky in Elgin. But, you want to when you win a bunch of games and when you're undefeated for a while, it's easy to kind of
good throw and catch right there.
The sideline to Sincere Young. Man, really good pass, a really nice kind of way to anticipate it by number 11 Young. But yeah, it's we were talking earlier about kind of like the MLB playoffs. When you win so many games in a row and you haven't lost, you kind of forget what it's like to lose. And I think the community of Elgin has really just kind of been flying on cloud 9 for 8 weeks now, as they should be. But it's also, you got to remember these they don't award state championships in September and October.
Well, and the one good thing that I do like about, like I said, I know we've had a lot of games that have gotten out of hand so far this year, and that's one thing I think that people kind of bring up, and we talked about it a little bit on the podcast. They bring up, oh, well, you've never been in a close game. What's going to happen when you get in a close game? Some of that type of stuff. 95% of the kids that are playing meaningful snaps and play and that are starters all were on that team last year. So they played a ton of meaningful snaps, played in a ton of tough games. Obviously, you had that Noble game. Obviously, you had the MacArthur game. You had the Midwest City game. You had the Guthrie playoff game. So all of that's still around in their mind. And, I mean, that was something that they focused on all offseason. And like I said, Keith brought it up early in the season on an OSN coaches show where he said, everybody's so high on us about, we had a great year last year, our first year in 5A, but he said the way we look at it, we ended on a 2-game losing streak. Mm-hmm. So I think that's the way that this team has come into this year. So I know we haven't played any really close games so far, but I think that mentality is still there to fight through adversity and to be able to handle a close game. The only thing that concerns me a little is that our starters have not played 4 quarters yet. Yeah. So now they condition the heck out of them during practice. At the end of Tuesday and Wednesday practices, they condition real hard. So, I mean, they're in shape. You can see that. But those starters have not played 4 quarters yet. So that'll be interesting to see if we get into that fourth quarter battle against MacArthur and or Midwest City later in the season to see how they can kind of react to that. That's my only, nitpicky, but that's my only thing that I have a little bit of hesitation on.
No, I completely agree. And we did say that it was a running clock, but now it appears on that incomplete pass they have stopped the clock. So
well, the referee was just winding it.
Okay. Oh, there's a flag. That's why.
Yeah, the referee just wound it, so should start to go again. 48-7, 4:45 left to go here in the fourth quarter. Stick around after the game. We'll have your Andrew Rivera player of the game in our quick little post-game show.
So we're going to have 3rd and 14 now. Rice is going to drop back. He's going to throw it over the middle, and no, incomplete. And it looks like Antuna was there. Good coverage there by Braxton.
Yeah, good job of coverage back there. Kind of following that receiver from his linebacker spot, getting underneath the play.
And what's really cool, we've talked before about some of these guys playing multiple, playing both ways here and there. Is what's nice is, if a guy like Jackson Sutherland or a guy like Gabe Rush, you tell them, hey, man, I'm sorry, you've been beaten out for the QB2, but we're still going to let you see playing time. It's not you're just not going to play at all. And these kids have to be super smart to know how to play multiple positions here and there, both sides of the ball. Rice is being chased down, and he's going to throw it, and it's going to be caught, and he's going to run to about the 20 and be brought down. Man, what a play by Rice. He was just near the line of scrimmage when he let that go. He was still behind it, man, on a 4th and forever. What a play there.
Yeah, good job right there by him of finding a way to avoid the traffic, avoid the pressure, and keep his eyes downfield and able to connect with said it's hard for a DB to cover for that long, especially when a guy's running around like that. Receivers, it's called kind of the scramble drill. Receivers supposed to work back to the quarterback, so good job of that receiver kind of getting his numbers where Sawyer Rice could see him, and good job of using his athletic ability and getting it downfield for the big first down for those guys. 3 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter.
First down right around the 20. They're just about in the red zone, and it's going to be a keeper by Sawyer Rice, and he's going to be brought down behind the 20, down to about the 23. So
Hunter Jackson on the tackle.
Yeah, good play by Hunter. And as this game winds down, 2:45 remaining in the game, and we are gearing up for next week's senior night against MacArthur. This is a game that has been circled on, I feel like, both teams.
Oh, yeah.
And fun story was actually back earlier in the summer, this is where you and I ran into each other, and this whole thing, me in the booth, kind of the genesis was when I worked at an athletic store, like shoe store, and one night get a call from a guy that says, do you have, the football cleats? And we said yes. It was Matt Lund and a couple other players that came in, and it's going to be, boom, a hit right there. And
good job of breaking right there by Bryce Martin, bringing it down.
Martin. So not only so the rest of that story is a guy that I worked with at the time was a MacArthur grad, and who just likes to kind of stir the pot. And he said, "Y'all from Elgin?" He goes, "MacArthur going to beat y'all this year."
Oh.
And the fire that lit in those kids' eyes, and also the other point of this story is I sold Matt Lund his cleats. So I'm not saying I helped
so
the record.
You have some of the record. And
I'm just saying a little credit would be nice. I mean, those Nike Vapors didn't end up in his hands by themselves. But
I think he came in there on the mission. I don't think you had to sell them.
No, he did. He absolutely did. And he is going to be stopped there on 3rd and 5.
Good job by Kaysen. And number
Gabe.
12 as well there, Gabe.
Yeah, Gabe
coming
Rush.
up from his corner spot.
Yeah, I guess when you played, I mean, it was really only Nike, Adidas, was Reebok making cleats, or who are the main cleat people?
So it was mostly Nike. And one year when I was at UNA at University of North Alabama, we were sponsored by Reebok.
Oh wow, yeah.
I kind of bucked the trend though and wore my Nike cleats. Unfortunately, I apologize Reebok in advance for that.
That wasn't Michael
I had to
Jordan?
spat him.
Oh man, and Zayden Roberts just gonna push the dude over.
Yeah, had to spat him up per Reebok, so the Nike didn't show. But yeah, we were sponsored by Reebok one year, Nike the others. And
I was trying to think.
Yeah, that was back in the olden days when we wore leather helmets.
Well, I was trying to think of what brands you go back and watch 90s NFL. They're wearing Apex,
right?
And,
Russell,
brands, don't even
Champion.
Yeah. Hey, how dare you? I have a Champion sweatshirt that I love. But it's I don't even think Under Armour really became a thing till mid 2000s, early 2000s probably. And
they had just kind of started to come. So I finished playing ball at UNA in 2005 was my last year, and it was kind of the beginning of Under Armour.
Looks
that's going to be
that's going to be it. Well, it looks like we're going to call a timeout first.
Really?
And timeout for Duncan there. So we're going to take a timeout as well. With 10 seconds left, 48-7 our score. Elgin leads. You're watching Elgin Out Football on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Come on, team, let's go!
Guys, the toilet's clogged! Stop again! Oh, that's gross.
Unnecessary clogging. 30-minute fix. We'll have you back and using the toilet in no time.
Don't let bad plumbing penalize you. Call Whitehead Plumbing today. When plumbing problems hit hard like a linebacker, call an audible. Whitehead Plumbing is here to tackle them head on.
Whitehead Plumbing, the real MVPs.
Yeah!
Woo!
We're your plumbing MVP.
Back with 10 seconds left, Rice is going to drop back. He's going to be pressured. He's going to try and scramble for it, and he is going to be pushed out of bounds before he gets for the touchdown. So with I think a second or two left, but they had a running clock, so no seconds left, unless I don't think the Duncan coaches realize unless they're trying to signal.
No, they're trying to say that there's 2 seconds left, but
there was a running clock, so.
Right. They
agreed to that, so it's 48-7 is the final score. Elgin beats Duncan. Ladies and gentlemen, how does it sound? 8-0 with 2 weeks to go.
2 big ones to go.
2 big ones. So Elgin finishes off Duncan. We will be back after this. This is Elgin Out Football on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Hail damage on your vehicle? Look no further than Cars Hail Repair Specialists. They're locally owned and operated with certified PDR technicians and offer a lifetime warranty with 0 out-of-pocket guarantee. They work directly with your insurance and they give a 100% satisfaction guarantee. Make sure you ask them about the $200 referral program. Cars Hail Repair Specialists. Give them a call today, 580-360-5050.
There is your final score, 48-7. Elgin beats Duncan. This is the Wichita Furniture postgame show on the Oklahoma Sports Network as Elgin takes care of business against Duncan. It was a little, I don't want to say hairy because, I mean, you get up 20-0, but you did give up a first quarter touchdown, which, by the way, that's maybe the third first quarter touchdown they've given up all year.
Yeah,
outside of El Reno, I don't really remember, because the only other team that really scored on your first team or close to your first, I think Weatherford scored late, or in the second half. And so, Duncan really was one of the only teams that they get that score, and it kind of makes you think, they might have the stomach for the fight, but in the end, it was way too much Elgin.
Yeah, great job by the defense all night. Great job by the offense. Like I said, kind of held Madden in a little bit of a check there in the first half. Still had 75 yards in the first half, but obviously had the big, huge run there to start this third quarter. So good job by him. Good job by the offense all night. I mean, Trace probably wants that interception back, but did a good job of throwing the ball deep tonight on some big plays to Mike and Trey and some of those guys. And like I said, another efficient, complete win. Didn't look like we had any injuries or anything like that, so we will be injury-free outside of the one injury to Trey Harris, but we'll be injury-free going into that big showdown next week against MacArthur. So looking forward to that one. Obviously, it's senior night, so that's always a big deal. We'll try and bring that to you. We'll probably go live a little bit earlier than normal to bring senior night to you and still get some of the pregame show in. But, hey, you're 8-0. You're rocking and rolling right now. You control your own destiny. So let's go out there and take care of the Highlanders next week.
Yes, that's right. And our Angela Rivera, player of the game, brought to you by Angela Rivera, insurance agent. She is an independent agent getting you the best deal. Ask about our free comprehensive reviews. Call Angela Rivera at 580-647-1445. Michael Adesola had 3 catches, 45 yards, had a touchdown, beautiful touchdown, as well as the pick. Just a really great game by Mike. And as always, one of my favorite things about him, maybe my favorite thing about him other than he's just a great guy as well, his blocking on the outside. Yeah. One of the best blocking receivers I've ever seen.
Yeah, I mean, great job on the outside right there. Like I said, had 3 big catches, had another big catch called back at one point, had the interception earlier in the game. But like I said, selfless, great kid. But does a good job, like I said, on all those long runs and little pop passes and things like that. The first one out in front is Mike, and great job by him, and congratulations. He's our player of the game.
And so with that, Elgin is 8-0, and they get ready for a clash on the east side of Comanche County. That's not the name of the rivalry. We'll come up with something better.
Something way better than that, Glenn.
Something on the east side. Yeah, they're going to match up with MacArthur at the Owl's Nest next weekend, or on Friday. So catch us live for senior night festivities and the pregame show. But for Sadie Hightower, our producer, Clay Underhill, for Vincent Saylor and me, Glenn Brockenbush, you have been watching the Oklahoma Sports Network. Go Owls.
Go Owls. Woo!
Thanks for watching this presentation of the Oklahoma Sports Network.